Welcome all to Pub Sports Radio live bet stream for game one of the NBA Finals. We have cappers on either side of the fence, some back in the Mavericks, some back in the Celtics. We have drinks starting to pour, and we're back where we want to be. This is our heaven, live betting together, boozing together, and getting that cash together. Mikey, the NBA Finals are here. How are you, my guy?
Fired up and ready to go. Happy to be back here with you, my guy. We did such a great job during the football season via live bets, as long as it wasn't an Eagles game. But we don't have to worry about that. Now we're talking the NBA. It's going to be a lot of fun, man. Let's go. Let's get this cash tonight.
I'm excited. We got great cappers ready to rock with us here tonight. We got cappers backstage ready to jump on. Troy Torrance is here with us. LJ from H-Town. We have Billy Brisbane, Dutch Boy Fresh, Jose Bouquet. It's going to be extremely enjoyable. We got great cappers in the chat. Silent Rob, Dan Kelly. He's on Maxi Kleber over 2.5 points. Old E Doug, Ken Wood. Ken Wood, you won our horse race.
Hey.
Ken Wood, you $50 richer. Ken Wood, you won right in front of us today. Thank you for being a gold member. It means a ton to us. Nice, ready to get to work. Christopher Ing. I love seeing Christopher Ing because it means the horses are close. Belmont Stakes all day on Saturday. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to rock with everybody all day Saturday. All day, all night. Starting at 10:30 in the morning, ending around 10:30 at night. Christopher Ing in the house with us. Justin McKelvey says Pirates game is electric. Just wanted to tap in. Good luck all. Justin McKelvey, boots on the ground. The Dodgers took that early 4-0 lead, and the Pirates got that back early 4-4 right now. I love it. Derek Lively over 16.5 points and rebounds. Celtics under 217.5 and Celtics game one in series winner. That was the only move I did make. I took the Celtics game one in series winner. We got Deer Slayer Ski. Oh, how long has it been since I've seen Deer Slayer Ski? There is a name from when I first started. What a treat it is to see Deer Slayer Ski in the house. Wine Time Sports ready to get to work. Al Cervic, Leonard Porsche, J Dub, Nunya, David Wallace. It is great to see all of you guys. Wine Time says Celtics smash. Here we go. Dan Kelly wants to know what the numbers are on the total. Saw earlier money and tickets on the over. Makes me want to bet the under. So do I, but the books have shown concern as we've seen this number skyrocket. One of our guests about to join us, LJ from H-Town, gave us the first half over on our show. So let's take a look at the situation in front of us right now. The total, as we speak, is at 217.5. This opened up at 214. It just keeps climbing. And so I have not bet the under as the books are showing concern. And I'm going to look to get in live. And if I can't get in live, that'll be great because it'll mean that Operation Garcia is a success. Those of you who don't know Operation Garcia, it's taking every player prop on the under. And it's a very expensive investment as it's not been successful this season. The Pacers did not help at all, Operation Garcia. On the spread, we're sitting here with 6.5 for the Mavs. It is juiced to minus 111. This was a pick 'em earlier. That is our situation. When we get to the cash flow, let me grab, I don't have the cash flow up right now, but we'll grab that. You guys have already heard my action from the show today, and we'll go over it again. But let's just take a look at what the public, where the public money is before we hear Mikey Money go to town. Game popping off. Well, it says in 23 minutes, but we know it's in about 31 minutes. Here we go. This is the numbers in NBA. We have 68% of tickets, 68% of cash on the Mavericks. We have 95% of tickets, 97% of cash on the over. The only bet that I made, and it was a big one, more than a unit for me. I took the Celtics to win game one and win the series. Justin McKelvey talked about it in the chat today, and I thought that it made a ton of sense. So here we go. Mikey Money, game one of the NBA Finals. And I'll break down the X's and O's in a little bit, but we don't have a lot of time, and we want to hear what everybody's doing. There's Sammy Comer says, what up from Vancouver, my hometown? Says, I think Boston wins by margin game one. Then I'll move on to spreads game two in the Mavs series. Ricky Levine in the house. Great to see all of you guys. Swiggy, take it away, Mikey Money, your plan for today's game.
Quite the spot with props tonight. I'm excited about the numbers that I've got laid out there. I think there are some modest opportunities, but more than achievable. But you got to start big and work your way down. And I think the big news here is it ain't the Celtics year. I don't care. I hear it. I hear everybody saying it. Mavericks, they're young. I don't care. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving revenge. There's a lot of great narrative going on with what's happening there. I'm double whacking this thing here. I got the plus 6.5. I got plus 198 on the money line. I'm going to tell you what, I expect to roll that way the entire series because ideally it's a sweep for me at the Mavericks and I clean house. But if I'm going to continue to get 2-1 plus money spots, I reckon that'll probably drop down a little bit when we get back to in Dallas. I just don't get it. And I see all the numbers out there. I got it. The Celtics are 3-0 in game 1. Mavericks are just 1-2s out there. But this and that and the other thing.
They lost 6 straight game 1s. Yes. It's a little deeper than just 1 and 2. They lost 6 in a row. Jason Kidd lost 6 game 1s in series in a row.
There's no way that they win this game then. I mean, why even play it? Let's just stamp this thing in L and let's move on to game number 2. And that's not the way it goes, Jimmy. You know that, and I know that as well. We're going to have tons of live betting opportunities. I expect a 10-point swing factor to be more than in play here, but I like this plus 6.5 rather. I didn't mess with the totals, right? I don't know if I just got, I did such a great job in the first round of the NBA with those first half unders, and I just stayed on the train too long and I couldn't get off it. So no total plays for me in here, but player props, I'll give you guys a couple that I'm involved with here. Let's start off with Lively. Let's look at his over 7.5 rebounds. The morning line opened up around plus 115 this morning, and rightfully so. There's that question about his injury and whether he's going to be able to go out there and get the job done. However, it has dropped to plus 105. His last 5 playoff games before he got hurt, he had 8, he had 9, he had 11, he had 15, then he had 10. He's got 8 or more rebounds in 6 of his last 7 playoff games that he wasn't hurt. And I expect with this rest, at least for this game, we should be able to see him go out there, play aggressive, and just provided he doesn't re-aggravate something, we're in business. Then I looked at Al Horford, over 6.5 points, minus 104. Al Horford, who the hell knew this was the situation out there? This guy, and amazing numbers as they are, well, at least I found him to be amazing. 26 game 1s this guy's played. He's averaging 15 points a game. Now, the rest of the series, as the old man and father time sets in, he starts to break down and get beat up. But again, a rest spot for a guy here that's gone and done it consistently year in and year out. Did it when he was sitting down there in Philadelphia for that cup of coffee with the Hawks, and obviously most notably with the Celtics. And then, the big guy here, I'm swinging up. That's a nice little minus 104 on the over 6.5 points. And I'm swinging up. I'm going for the glory with this guy and Luka. Luka, triple-double, big game, big moment, big time to shine. You want to look at this guy, and just besides the big players step up in big moments time, let's quantify that. This year, NBA playoffs, this son of a bitch is leading in every category. He's leading in points, rebounds, assists, field goal attempts, free throw attempts. He's playing over 40 minutes every single game that he rolls out there. Should be a mismatch, just like he's been with every team that he's faced thus far. And if you break it down and how I expect him to get there, I fully admit that I think the assist category is going to be where we're hoping at the end. Points. Can he get 10 points? I hope so, damn so. Can he get 10 rebounds? I would expect him to continue to dominate in the boards as he does. The question is the assists. And he's got guys that he can lob the ball to in Gafford and Lively. He's also got Kyrie. Why the hell not? This guy's looking to find the open guy out there, get us 10. The last time I played the Luka triple-double, it took the fourth quarter, even though they were busting up them Timberwolves, to get the job done, but he still got it done. And I expect him to come through and get it done today. Triple-double, plus 385 over there on FanDuel. Those are some great prop opportunities. I'm excited. I think all those are more than obtainable. Even the triple-double, albeit the hardest thing to accomplish in sports, I think Luka's capable of going out there, busting these bitches up. That's right. Boston bitches, Jimmy. Jason Tatum, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Is he playing today? Is he playing today, Jimmy? I don't know. Right. That's what I got for you guys. Let's go.
I love it. Luka triple-double plus 385. What was the Lively over?
7.5 rebounds plus 105.
Rebounds plus 105. I love it. Ron Crawford on the Bombers as well. We have CFL action going on at the same time as this, and we got MLB action that we'll be looking at as well. And I just need that under in Washington, Atlanta for the winning night. Here for me, and we need to hear from everybody in chat. And I'm not going to go through the whole breakdown that I did today. But I do think the assists are going to be a little harder for Luka in this series because of Boston's ability to defend the corner three. And we know that the Mavs are the best in the league at the corner three, 4.6 corner threes a game. The Celtics allow the least corner threes in the NBA playoffs. They've been so good at defending it. I think that helps them. very, very much. 1.5 makes per game. 18% of their opponents' 3-point attempts, the lowest opponent rate in the playoffs, have come from the corners. You got Drew Holiday and Derek White there. And then offensively, the Timberwolves don't have enough guys that hit threes. Brown and Tatum, when you take Tillman and Cornette out of the rotation, are the two worst on the team. Brown at 35.6 of the 8 that hit three or shoot threes, and Tatum at 36.4. So I think that the Celtics can take care of business. Now, there's tons of question marks. Who their competition has been throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs. Can they win? But I truly believe that you need to watch another team win the championship in any team sport to understand what it takes to win one. We're going to see Mikey Money. I'm excited about all of this. We're going to start rapid fire our guests in here and hearing their action. First up, coming to us from Chicago. He's only going to be able to be here for the beginning here. So he's going to give us his looks, and then he's going to come back in a little bit once the game is started. But let's bring him on, my co-host and bankroll blitz, Mr. Troy Torrance in the house. Troy, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing a lot better seeing old gift memberships in the chat. Is there any better way to build vibes?
What a great call. What a great call. Gifting the 5 Pop Sports Radio memberships. What a guy old he is. Let's put up our drinks here. It's going to be a little uncomfortable at first drinking the vodka straight, but not a lot of options. You got to do what you got to do. To our guy, Old E, thank you for the Pop Sports Radio memberships. Thank you for being so much fun to cap with. We love you, Old E.
You got the little pony bottle there, Jimmy. Let's go.
It's not bad. That's not bad. I can work with that. It's not so horrible. Thought it'd be a little worse than it was. Troy Torrance, take it away. Your plan for game 1 of the NBA Finals.
It's been too damn long without basketball, man. Been waiting for this damn series to start. I want to start with I'm gonna give you like a 1,000-foot view of my handicap on this game. I'm gonna start with LJ. LJ hammered home today. The Mavs' road to the finals was much more difficult. You could argue that it was more taxing at the same time, for that matter. But they were dealing with 3 great defenses: the Wolves, the Thunder, and the Clippers. And the Celtics were just beating up on the walking wounded, to be honest. That's personally my opinion at this point in the playoffs. I think the most important thing to do in this series is look at the offense. And it's weird for me to say, but I don't see each team. I see this being a great matchup for both offenses. And yesterday I was looking at the total at 214, and I was like, God, I just can't pull the trigger, dude. I got all these, people shaming under bettors in the chat. I get that. It starts lingering in my head, betting overs or shaming over bettors, right? The Celtics are going to play 5 out. I'm concerned with the Mavs defense. It's an offensive style that they have not seen yet in the playoffs. They're going to attack Luka. I feel like that's going to be the game plan. Attack Luka, 5 out, and do what they do, shoot the 3-point ball. And I think that's a bad matchup for the Mavericks defense, to be honest. Mavs will be who we know we know what the Mavs are, right? The ball runs through Luka and Kyrie. But let Luka match up hunt. Let him get in the paint. Let him make the read. He scores. He always makes the right read, too. Can you give it to Luka? These European basketball players are changing the game for the better. He's always making the right read off ball screens. The score, the lob, the corner 3. You pick your poison, he's going to make it hurt. And I just really liked the over. I just couldn't quite get there. I know historically SDQL, if you go up and dig up some numbers in SDQL, it's a hammer spot for the home team. But we've seen those type of spots lose all playoffs long. First game that comes to mind is the Denver Nuggets, game 2 off a loss to T-Wolves in game 1. Spots like that have not been coming through. So I kind of discounted that pretty quickly. But looking back at line functionality in game 1 of the NBA Finals, 3 in a row have been accurate. That's the Nuggets and Heat, just using them as an example. You've seen a big inflation on the spread in the playoff, in the finals, than it was in the regular season. I think we see the opposite of that here. It wasn't an inflated home team, home favorite spread. It's a deflated one. And I think that's a hell of a sign for the team I want to back in this game because of the most important reason to me. The problem that I see with the Celtics is the roles. Everybody plays a different role on any given night. They don't always have the same role. Someone steps up and, someone's scoring, someone's rebounding, someone's assisting, someone's knocking down the 3. It's never consistent. That's going to come back and hurt you in close games where the Mavericks are going to know exactly what their roles are come the end of the game. I think if it's a close game, it really favors the Mavericks. I didn't know if I wanted to take the spread or the money line, but after hearing Mikey's cap, it kind of makes me want to go grab some plus 200 on that money line. I think that's a good proposition.
Let's go.
The 3-point variance from the Celtics team just bothers the shit out of me. It always comes back and haunts them. Is this different? I mean, it kind of feels like it's the Celtics' year. I'm not going to lie. It kind of feels like it's the year they get over the hump. They've been here before. The Mavericks, it's the first trip, but they got the best player in the world, and he's incredible at matchup hunting, making the right reads, and I don't think there's any answer for him. So I'm on the Mavericks plus 6.5. I want to be on the over. I'm not there, and I was thinking about betting Derek White MVP because I feel like if the Celtics come out of this series, I feel like Derek White's going to have to be a guy who steps up to the plate.
I love the breakdown. We also have a capper backstage nodding at the Derek White look. He came on to Betting with the Bag, made his triumphant return today, and he gave us the first half over 110.5. The Mavericks plus 6.5. A lot of love for the Mavericks here right now. Not in this house.
Well, they've never won a game one with Jason Kidd.
No, they won their last one.
Oh.
Yeah, they'd lost 6 in a row though. You said they were 1-2, which they are. They're also 1-6. Just information that we're trying to give the viewers, Mikey. That's all.
We got to be appropriate and accurate here.
Yeah. Tatum over 9.5 boards, and bullish on the Tatum rebound prop. And if you watch Tatum rebound against the Pacers, that was very easy. Now the Pacers, Lively and Gafford will make that a little more difficult than the fucking Turner and those bitches in Indiana. Doncic over 8.5 boards, Lively over 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So that's music to Mikey Money's ears. Luka MVP at even money. Mavs win the series plus 180. The Dallas-Boston series to go exactly 6 games at plus 210. The Dallas-Boston series to be won by the Mavs 4-2 at plus 550. Here he is right now, coming to us from Houston, Texas, home of Scarface. Please welcome LJ from H-Town. LJ, what's good, man? How are you?
Doing great, guys. How we doing this evening? The NBA Finals is finally here. And guess what? It's time to get paid, gentlemen. Time to get paid. Now, I was nodding backstage because, Troy, I love that Derek White, because I forgot to mention today on Jimmy's show, which I want to make him official right now on the show. I took Derek White PRA over 23.5. He's hit in 5 straight games, and he's hit it in every game won in the playoffs. So if the Celtics are going to win, he's going to have to be contributing in pretty much every category. And for us, his threes, I think he can contribute a couple of threes. He can get some rebounds, and he can put the ball on the floor and make plays. So I think he's going to be a good X factor for the Celtics, preferably in this game for sure, game 1, in my opinion. But yeah, Troy, love that look.
I like that. I'm going to have to move on it. I'll just throw something small on it. I mean, it's a massive payout. And Derek White, the best part about Derek White when you watch him play is he feeds off his defense. When he starts having good defensive sequences, he hits the open three, he hits the corner three. He knows exactly when to drive in the lane, hit into the lane, hit that little floater. He's impressive, man. He's one of my favorite players on the Celtics.
We are at 8:21 p.m. Eastern. Not a lot of time. We're going to keep rolling cappers out here and hearing their action. I see the sticky icky in the air. Let's bring on from Las Vegas, Nevada, the freshest capper in the capping industry, Mr. Dutch Boy Fresh. Dutchy, what's good, man? How are you?
Jimmy the motherfucking bag. NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. Hey, it's good to be back with you fellas. Good, man. It's been a long wait. I think I heard Troy say it's been too damn long. 1 week felt like jail time, goddammit, 1 week, like county time almost. It was not good. So I'm glad the shackles are off. Money to be made tonight. 6.5, man. It's square as a motherfucker, but goddammit, I'll be square to the window. To the motherfucking window. I love it. I like it a lot. I think they're live to win the game. You give me 6.5. I think it's a layup drill for Dallas, honestly. Offensively, I don't really see, from a defensive perspective, how they can protect the paint. I think Luka and Kyrie can get to the rim at will, and I also think Lively and Gafford will have a big advantage down low as well. KP coming back, everyone wants to be happy about it, says he's ready to go because they were able to rest him. Still think that throws off. You don't play with someone that big in the lineup for a whole month, many playoff games without this guy in the rotation. I think it's going to take him time to get back, and it'll affect other players also in there. Boston's one hell of a team. It won't be easy. But Luka the motherfucking Don, Uncle Drew, come on now, forget about it. Fourth quarter, we know what's going to happen. Would I be surprised if they win the game? Absolutely not. I think Boston might pull this one out, honestly, but the 6.5 is a beautiful thing, in my opinion.
There you go. Dutch joining Mikey Money, joining LJ from H-Town.
And some sick numbers real quick,
Troy.
Jim, just to back up.
18-2 as an stop piling this up, dude. Stop piling this up.
18-2 ATS last 10 as an underdog. It's the number 7 outright wins and 16-5 as a road dog, as a on the road against the numbers. So the trends also, point in Dallas's way.
Yeah, Ron Crawford came in here and was talking about them being the most profitable team on the road. I forgot to mention that. Good shit, Dutch. I think that's a strong point.
We got an
extremely undervalued. Dallas has been all postseason. So people think the 6.5, whatever, but it's been this way throughout the playoffs.
And this isn't football, but it didn't go to 5.5, Troy. With 68% of the cash on the Mavs, it didn't go to 5.5. It went to 6.5. Which I know doesn't make you comfortable. But
another thing, Jimmy, that don't make me comfortable is all year we've seen that the Celtics be priced like the best team in the past how many years? I mean, I went back 8-9 years, and I couldn't find another team with an average line that big across the whole season. So it's just that kind of spooks me a little bit more than anything.
Dust 10 says, am I on an island with the Celtics? I haven't heard one single person on the Celtics. Dust.
I got to say, if you like the Celtics, you better take them in the first quarter and the first half, because if Dallas goes out there and puts work on these boys, what do we know about Boston? Jason Tatum's going to tuck his tail into that locker room and invent some type of an injury so they does that to come back out and face him in the second half. That's what's up.
Enough push on us. Dust, I'm with you. Dan Kelly is with you, and others are with you. Now, let's go to South Jersey and see if our guy, who has been on a tear of tears in NBA on our show, a tear of tears, if our guy, Billy Brisbane, is also with all of you guys. Yeah, your bus is full, man. Your bus is full.
We're on our way to Victory Lane. You can jump in if you want.
Let's see what Billy Brisbane has to say. Our guy, South Jersey in the house. Brizzy in the house. Brizzy, what's good, man? How are you?
What up, gentlemen? How are you guys doing?
We are good, and we need to know right now what side are you on?
We got some trends. We got some trends here that we rolled out with. I ended up slamming the over a little bit here. This is kind of one of those rest versus rut spots scenarios, but let's get into the referee stats. People want to hear about the referee stats. Zach Zarba, he has the highest rate of overs out of the pool of referees that they had to pick between 87, 67, and 1 in the playoffs, 32, 17, and 1 in Celtics home games with Zarba in there. So both teams are 5-1 in the playoffs this year with Zach Zarba as the referee. That's probably why he's the lead referee for this one tonight. I end up betting the over here, and I end up taking the Celtics here, minus 5.5. Grabbed it on the opener here. Right. This is just one of those spots, man. Home teams in game ones in NBA Finals are 15-3 ATS. Favorites are 16-3 dating back to 2005 when the spread is minus 5.5 or greater. The favorite is 10-1 ATS. The last team to spoil the trend was game 1 in 2022 when the Celtics lost to the Golden State Warriors. So I think they bounced back here.
Or it continues to.
I love it, Brizzy. Now, for all of you Celtics fans that want a little more confidence, for all of you Celtics fans who are like, I just need another capper to come on. Now, Brizzy and Jimmy are there. They're with
Jose's about to come out here. With
I just need one capper to come on and give me that cool, calm confidence where I know I'm going to be victorious. Please welcome to San Antonio, Texas, home of the Southtown 101, best bar in Texas, home of Pop Sports Radio. Our guy, Jose Sweet Tea Tits Bouquet.
Oh my God. I can't believe we have a bunch of people that bought into the propaganda. A bunch of plebes just following Kyrie, following the big dog. What could possibly go wrong? He's got such a storied history of offensive failures. Every time he gets in the playoffs, he folds. Oh, he made a shot 10 years ago? Oh, LeBron James was on that team. You remember the block? Remember Stephen Curry throwing that ball behind his back? The Celtics are going to win this game. I'm going to laugh at everyone. You guys think they're going to lose on the night they're honoring Bill Walton with Bill Walton's family in attendance? Luke Walton, who is a horrible basketball coach and should not be allowed in the NBA arena again? No. I say nay. I say nay. You guys know what you should do? Go ahead and put Kyrie Irving under points for the whole series, every game in your pockets. Because you know who else is going to be in his pocket? Drew Holiday. Take Kyrie, just put him right here. It's going to have him in his back pocket. Oh, you want to come out? No. Right here. So put him right there the whole series. I can't wait. And I'm prepared for all scenarios. I've got ice cream right here if shit gets weak.
What the fuck?
I've got alcohol right here that I've already consumed.
Shit's gonna melt.
I'm prepared. And guess what? I do have a bet. Race to 10. Celtics. Minus 150. I can't wait. 10-0 win off the bat. I can't wait. Troy, you'll see this right here, Troy. Here it is. We're going to win the tip. Porzingis is going to set a screen, and he's not even starting. I don't care. He's going to set a screen, roll the basket, dunk, 2-0 Celtics. I can't wait. It's going to be a beautiful day. I can't wait.
It looked like Jose was going to take a tip there for a second. I don't know.
We do have a hand raised here.
Correction, Jose. We didn't say that Boston's not going to win. We said Dallas is going to cover the 6.5.
Yeah, did you take the 6? Like what?
That's what we said, Jose.
Jose took the race to 10. He's smoking rock.
I'm with him though. I was gonna say, can we get to the carnival bets? I'm on race to 10. Other first quarter props I got Jason Tatum over 6.5 points, Daniel Gafford over 1.5 points, and Derek White over 2.5 points.
So legal in some states to wear a jersey like that with those arms, bro. Be careful, Jose, talking all that shit.
Yeah, it didn't seem like Jose's rant was helping your high, Dutch.
No. Honestly,
No, I didn't even hear one word he said. I tuned that out pretty quickly.
I was hoping that it was going to end, but it just kept extending.
Oh, I liked it. I
can't wait. Race to 10, guys. Race to 10 Celtics, baby.
What jersey are you wearing? It's so big on you. What jersey is this?
What jersey is it, Jose? We talked about it on the show today.
It's someone that I respect and appreciate for 3 reasons. One, he goes into the stands and tells it like it is in college. 2, he was a great Celtic in the time being. And 3, he was traded for a great replacement in Derek White. Shout out to Marcus Smart.
Oh, okay. That's actually a good jersey.
I wouldn't want it. Out of all the Celtics jerseys, Marcus Smart. Get the fuck out of
Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum. That's my only Celtics jerseys. That's all I got.
I didn't think it would be Marcus Smart. I got one Celtics. I was expecting Pritchard. I don't know why.
Every person should have a fucking Larry Bird jersey. Come on, man.
I pulled out. I'm going to.
Rich was at the O, man.
I had the white Larry back in the day, and the KG and the Paul Pierce, the gray Paul Pierce, the 32. That shit with the clover leaf in the middle. Whew, that shit was cold.
I'm going to a party on Friday. It's a basketball party. There's no game. It's whatever. It is what it is.
What basketball is on? How is it a basketball party?
WNBA, man. He's buying in. Is
that what it was? You want to say it? You want to say it? You get a pick from Jose.
He was playing Friday.
I'd been asked to bring extra jerseys, so I pulled a bunch of jerseys out, and funny ones I haven't seen in a minute, man. My fucking Ben Wallace jersey.
Sure.
How many fucking Ben Wallace jerseys are out there, man? This fucking thing I hadn't seen in so long.
You just keep that handy, like ready to put on display.
I pulled them all out. I got some funny ones. I got that one made me laugh the most though. The Ben Wallace jersey.
Is he a Hall of Famer too, Jim?
Well, everyone gets in the NBA Hall of Fame.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
Is he
it's the
you?
Naismith Hall of
He's
Fame.
so
That's
close,
easy.
but
Yeah, that to me is just like crazy because I watched him be and to become what he did at Detroit, and I know that was like peak time for me basketball. And like he's not Hall of Famer by any means, but
stop it, Dutch. It's
But
the
shout out to Ben Wallace. You know he got the most out of his talent, but he ain't no Hall of Famer. What are you saying down there, Billy? You never even seen this guy play, but what are you saying?
He snapped that Lakers fucking streak, dude. The Lakers are about to be the most winningest franchise ever, and they said no.
And then Kobe choked. We could say it.
That was
And they
shot.
still drafted probably the worst draft pick of all time, Darko Milicic, that year.
He was the
Shout out
fifth
to
best player
Darko.
on that Ben Wallace was.
Well, good news. There has been a Jason
Maybe he was
Tatum
better than
sighting.
Tayshaun Prince.
We do have a Tatum sighting out there, so we should at least see him for the first quarter.
This is a good series.
This isn't the first time, Mikey, we've gone head-to-head on stream, Mikey. This isn't the first time, Mikey. I'm coming for your neck today, Mikey. You got me with that shortstop last time, Mikey. I'm coming for you. Mikey.
We are about to pop off here in the NBA Finals. Now, for us on screen, Jose has put together a stream for us to use. Do we want to, though? It's up to you guys. Do we all want to be on that stream? If we don't, it's okay. He has set it up for us. So we'd watch it at the same time.
Like I said, when I come back, I will.
Should we on ABC, right? How far is everyone ahead? I just don't, Jimmy. Don't be fucking reading off the book type shit. Like you know, you get it 2 minutes ahead of time.
No, I won't. And also, we don't get at 365 that gives us the NFL. We don't. All I'm doing, like, I don't actually watch. I won't be able to see it on 365. Although we need our books open because we're live betting, but I won't talk about what's happening.
Yeah,
so I'm down.
Let's talk about a live bet strategy. I'm ready to talk about that, but I also want to call out that this game is going to be interesting because you got the all-stars, like literally who wins, the best player on the floor, maybe the best tandem, the best two, or
who is the best player?
Porzingis not being on a minute. Huge.
Who's the second best player?
Tatum.
Well, I think that's the best tandem. Like
Luka's the best player. Tatum is second.
Kyrie.
The question is between Kyrie and Jalen.
So who are you taking?
Jalen Brown's better than Kyrie.
Are you taking Kyrie or Tatum in the fourth quarter?
Get the fuck out of here.
Kyrie.
I'll take Tatum and Jaden Tatum.
I don't know
I need a
about
bucket
taking
judge.
Jalen.
I'm taking Kyrie.
I personally think Jalen Brown's better than Jason Tatum. I really do.
There's a huge.
We forget who has the most points in a game 7 ever. We often forget that in a game 7, Jason Tatum dropped 51. We often forget, and he also
game 7. This motherfucker been in his short career.
Bring his playoff shooting percentage to 30.
He's seasoned. He's gonna break all these playoff point records. I can't wait. He's gonna shatter Kobe's records.
When Derrick Jones got this motherfucker looking soft, let's see if we got the same energy. Or PJ Washington knocks this motherfucker to the ground. Let's see. Now you can talk your shit when he's pulling up from fucking 30 with that soft ass 3 when they go in. But we'll see.
Here's a poll question for everybody. Shout out to Al Cervic. He says, who do you want to take the last shot? I'll throw it out there. Who do you want to take the last shot? Jason Tatum or Bill Walton? I'm going to go with Weekend at Bernie's Walton to get the last shot.
Can we respect Bill Walton a little bit here, goddamn, Mike?
I'll do that.
Please, Mikey.
I wasn't
there.
there.
By the way he talks, it's disgusting.
Mikey, Billy was so sick when he left.
Yeah,
he said, "Fuck that! I'm off screen now."
Respect. I'm sure he did.
What matters more, though? I'm asking the panel, though. What matters more? The 2 all-stars or the better, like deeper, I guess. Like
I think it's the role players, bro. Like there's a huge drop off from Doncic and Kyrie to like everybody else on the Mavericks.
But they all know the role.
The core of the Celtics.
Okay, we are asking everybody on screen to use the link that Jose has provided so we can watch it all together. When there are big moments, of course, we're gamblers, and you can have your you can be ahead of us with knowing what happened on your live betting stream. Don't tell us, but you'll need to know because you're going to be wanting to make live bets. So no problem there. But if we could all watch together, then when there's a really important situation, you just cover the chat because some of the chat will be ahead of us. Just cover the chat.
Wait, that's another thing too, Jimmy, about that though. Making a live bet while the game is actually going, especially a basketball game, baseball's a little bit different. You don't have an edge when you're behind the 8 ball, no matter what.
I think those bets need to be made on timeouts.
Yeah, timeouts or quarter, maybe even at the end of the quarter. and
I
whatever.
think timeouts. That's the only way that you can take the advantage away from the books. I think that's a very, very important.
Timeouts are you have enough? Yeah, it's realistically a timeout.
The only
You can't
time I
change
can't
that much timeout.
Sorry. The only time I can't commit to that rule is when I see Jason Tatum limp his bitch ass to the locker room. Then I'm going to say something right away. But outside of that, we're good.
I like it.
All right, so I personally think
I'm
that
not delay anyway.
Troy,
I'm always delayed.
I personally think that Dallas is the deeper team. I think Boston's more top heavy. I think Drew Holiday, KP, nice. They have no bench.
Dutch, can you hold down the fort for a second? My wife said awake, and I've got to get the kids down, and I'll be right back for tip off. But Dutch, can you take control and run around? I'll be right back.
I got you, my man. Good night to the little.
Yeah, please don't leave me in control.
Go,
Because
no way. I don't even know how you're here talking NBA. All you do is talk shit about the NBA. The only reason you're here is because it's the Celtics. I see.
Yep, 1,000%, Dutch. I wouldn't be watching this shit if it wasn't the Celtics.
You wouldn't even be
Why would I watch
watching
this
the NBA
shit?
Finals if the Celtics weren't in it. That's the disgusting thing.
100%.
The Houston Astros or the Red Sox.
Yeah, I'm watching Red Sox, White Sox right now as well.
Right.
We're up 3-0. It's a great time.
This week. All right. Well, it's about to tip off here shortly. But I personally think Dallas is the more deeper team here. I think they have a better bench. I think they have role players. There's fits in this league. It's not all about big time. It's not all about big names and shit now. Boston does have Derek White and Drew Holiday that can, do a little bit of everything, but their bench is so fucking light and they have absolutely no paint protection. I think Lively's huge, absolutely huge in this series. So I actually think that Dallas is the deeper team here, but we're about to tip off here. Let's get it going.
Got to admit, Dallas got the better pregame fits too. Let's not forget about that.
Look, they look fucking fresh as fuck in that black, huh? Oh, man, everything.
It's Mike.
I don't know if you've seen Jaylen Brown. He looked goofy. He looked tight as fuck walking into the game. Well, he barely could walk. In tight ass pants.
Here we go. I wish they would put the big ass trophy in the center of the fucking
Boston
thing.
wins the tip, and we got Drew Holiday.
Go get it, Gerald Jones getting that Mookie.
All right, race to 10. Here we go. Let's rip off a 10-0 run immediately.
I'll probably be behind you guys because for some reason Vegas is Stolly.
I'm at 43, 42 right now, 41. Oh, ow. Oh, ow. Ow.
Nice way to start it off for Mr. Horford. Throw it down, big man. Throw it down. There's Bill Walt, right? Hey. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Right at you. Wide open three for Derek Jones. Bottoms. That's the way to start it off. Just like he did in Minnesota series.
Make the lead, bro. Wait, Jose.
Drew,
You said
right
you
back
said
at
KP.
Mr. Holiday, 5-3.
Yeah, he's not starting. Okay, Drew.
Luka dribbling the ball. Top
It's a long
corner.
game if I got to hear you boys cheering every fucking
Whoever is guarding Luka looks small. I believe it is Jaylen Brown.
Mikey, I'm going to cheer every point to 10 right now.
Guarding this motherfucker? God damn, that was easy.
Respect.
Big 7-7.
Respect that, Jose.
That's true.
And you can't
a lot
bring
more to
two
come.
either.
A lot more to come from Luka. Believe that.
Triple double.
Fine. It's fine.
You got the bag back in the building.
And sorry, Jose, I forgot you were here when I asked Dutch to take over. But
No, I should not be held. I should not be held responsible right now.
is your guys' stream choppy?
Yeah.
Mine's running smooth, nice now.
Yeah, it
Shit.
goes through its spurts.
If
That's
this gets too
twice now.
choppy, we ditch it.
Oh, our ball. That's us.
I'm not
That's
gonna
us.
lie. When I see Luka smiling like that, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Oh my God!
I feel like they're out there with
easy,
confidence.
bro.
Triple double
That kind of
incoming.
defense. They got that much confidence in Jaylen Brown and them boys to play Luka one-on-one. It's gonna be a
Live
long
total already at
day.
218.5. The question is, when do we move on the next under? I want 6.5 points.
Here's what they want to do. They want to go at Luka.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I really enjoyed. This is getting too. I'm gonna.
Great defense, man.
Wow. So far, Boston is controlling the offensive glass. They just continue to get every offensive rebound. They have 5 in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah,
5 in the
here's-
first 2 minutes.
God,
they
they're not
have
hitting
offensive
anything.
rebounds.
Boards.
Hitting anything.
Boards.
Another
Okay, I'm
minute.
taking our link.
Foul.
I can't take it.
Just smacked him right in the face.
Oh
Try.
man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you
So
something.
far, Luka, Dallas got to put a body on them boys.
Like when you're this strong of a team like Boston is, and they just open their arms to variance. Like, I don't know, man. All the 3-point shots. Missoula, hey, you brag about Missoula, Jose, is your fucking coach. Why would you brag?
Yeah, he's a great coach. He's better than Jason Kidd.
Over 1.5.
Good tip. Good tip by Gafford.
1.5 points, baby. Let's go.
We are 3 minutes in here. 3 minutes in. And
Jason
I've switched back to
Jason
the
Tatum.
TV.
We tried.
Beautiful. God damn. Was that PJ? God damn.
Wow, PJ went hard to the rack.
Come on, Washington.
Okay.
Come on. All Boston doesn't shoot threes. I'm not watching fucking Duke right now. Horford with the 3, 9-8. About time you made one.
Let me get a stop one time. Let me get a stop here.
You live and die by that 3, you soft ass motherfucker.
220 and a half is our live total.
They don't call a foul there.
Let's go.
No, Lucas
Yeah,
turns it over. No foul.
We'll take it. So Jalen, try to race the tail on their ass.
There you
Look a little
go.
sweaty, and we'll take it.
Oh, boy, I like it.
Fucking Taylor, who was that? Was that Luka?
Layup,
Fucking Butterfingers ass motherfucker.
Good D. That's
Let's
good D.
go.
Was that Kyrie? I wish that was Kyrie. Nothing, Kyrie. He's got nothing for average Al.
I should have taken
Soft
Drew,
bitch he is.
The
Too
race to
easy
10
right
was
there.
there. The race to 10 was there.
race to
That
10.
easy lay.
Yeah, that's
They
too
missed
easy.
like fucking 8 threes. It's like they could have gotten it way
So
early.
far, we got fast tempo. These boys are going up and down.
Very
I'm telling
fast, but poor shooting.
Poor shooting.
Luka went
There.
from 3 and a horrible shot.
It looks like they're playing an All-Star game. This is not
Al's
like
got nothing. That's all I hear. Al's got nothing for Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is the best. Al's gonna lock his ass
Oh
up.
my God! Another wide open 3 from Al Horford, and all they do is just shoot threes every
Dude,
fucking
hey,
time.
Luka's going to shoot. He's going to hit
Hey.
1.7 points.
Al Horford can have that
Kyrie,
3.
that's
He can have it.
Kyrie, Uncle Drew in the bag. We'll take
What they
that.
need to do is
We'll
put
take that.
Porzingis in there.
him on
Porzingis
the
is
board.
not missing that shit.
Oh, he'll be there in a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say Porzingis is not missing that shit.
His Porzingis' first like
Boston
2
is so
shots
good.
are gonna be
It's
off
good.
as hell.
No, it's not.
Hey, come on.
He
Hey.
doesn't have a
Hey.
minutes limit. That is a
Are you
great
seeing this
sign.
in the first 5 minutes? They're so soft, bro.
I think he's just gonna be too torqued up.
They just have to be money from 3-point range, and then they'll that's the only way they win is if they can knock down a 3-pointer.
But they're not going to do that all series. So I don't know why Celtics is sweep. Come on.
Hey.
Here comes my boy, Kristaps. Come on.
We have our first timeout here with 6:58 left in the first quarter. And I want to
Yeah,
thank
maybe
all
right
of you guys running with us this evening for game 1 of the NBA Finals. It means a ton to us. So thank you for rocking with us. Some Solution, Coin, Harold Williams, Christopher Ing, Parlangel, Gerald Jones, Doug, Matty Ice, started Taint Play Today, Bomb Polo, Nutflush Allen, Perky, Bump, Sanderson, Leonard Porsche Jr., Swiggy, Trisha M. It's great to see you guys. Dirty Reg in the house. Thank you guys. Michael Buelna. Thank you. Old E gifting 5 Pub Sports Radio memberships, and Justin McKelvey also gifting 1, 229. Thank you guys so much for being here. And those of you on screen, thank you. It's so dope. We got Dabby Cab, Razor Sharp Picks in the chat, Vipe, Ramon Scott, Dan Kelly. Total, I got 217 and a half now. I would have taken.
Can I call a timeout real quick?
Yes.
I have to answer a question from a viewer. Helga topped in. I'm going to say pepperoni for the pizza, Helga. Pepperoni. I just had to call that timeout real fast. I just had a random viewer who's to say.
Sure.
But I just wanted to hop that in there real fast.
Sure. Preston,
so what-
Ekdal, J-Dub, thank you guys. Let's get this cash. It's 13-12. We are 5 minutes, 2 seconds in. Dutch, Boy Fresh, Jose, Mikey Money, Troy, LJ, Brizzy. Thank you guys for rocking here tonight, and let's have some fun and let's get some cash.
Salute
You know, I'm
to them,
surprised
bro.
that nobody mentioned
What
it
up, the
there.
lights?
But speaking of soft ass Tatum, that wrist when he smacked Luka in that big thick head of his did look a little suspect after he was done with that one. So nobody's
No,
mentioned
I
it.
think we're just looking at
Hey,
Joel
guess what?
Embiid.
No, Mike
Let's
has
be
a point.
honest. Did we
Has a
even
point,
notice
Logan.
Tatum on the court the first 5 minutes besides the turnover?
I did. I noticed him get the ball. The player, like his teammates gave him the ball with intention to give him the ball, and he passed it up on a one-on-one
And he's
situation.
passive, right?
With Luka every time.
Yeah, he did
Every
not.
time.
Passive. He should be attacking Luka's ass every time.
Exactly. I thought that was going to be the game plan. Like I really thought that was.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't even seen the motherfucker out there. I know he's playing, but I see him turn it over.
We move on Mavs money.
He's taping up the wrist now. He's getting ready. It's not looking good.
First 5 minutes, it's clear to me. Hopefully it continues.
We have Wham Bam in the house as well. Wham Bam 3000 running with us. Rem Most.
Wait, where are the Lakers?
What a dick.
Wham? LeBron?
They're fucking living their best life in LA right now.
At least they've got
Yeah,
Dan Hurley,
so-
right?
They're trying to fuck with JJ's life, his vibe. Trying to fuck up JJ's vibe.
I would love if they hired JJ. Dan Hurley's actually concerning. JJ would be hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, see, sometimes you actually say smart shit, and that is correct.
Yeah.
Around the globe right now, live betting wise, Yankees have taken control of business. We talked today that they shouldn't be favored, they shouldn't be faded regardless of the situation ever. I don't think they're just you can't bet against. They're just. I mean, this will be their 11th straight victory tonight. The Reds have kind of bucked the trend of teams not being able to deliver offense, leaving Coors Field. Port Dopes Quantrill delivering. Cal is delivering right now.
Start looking at property.
I left money on the table by not moving on it. For me, I need the Braves to close this game, and I booked the winning day.
Jimmy. I need that bad. I need that real bad. 7 runs after the 6th inning. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
First 5.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. Of course, the Nats scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Just disgusting. The push. Yeah, I was so annoyed.
But I should have been. I should have run with this, with the idea that Cal Quantrill is going to shove again today. But I'll take if I can get the winning day, I'll take it. All right, we're back in business here in NBA. That will be, of course, our focus here. And my question, and I think it's we're back at 220.5. What number am I looking? I guess 223.5, even 222.5. I'll move. I'll get rolling.
Yeah, if I can get any team probably plus 10, I'm taking them live. That was kind of my vibe with this.
I feel you. I'd be interested in getting on, the Celtics and the under, but I don't know if we're gonna get over 220.5, but I got my finger on the trigger. Ron, I know you're watching the CFL game. Can you give me updates? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, shout out to the CFL. Kind of a little bit of poor timing, but shit happens.
Typical CFL. Start it up when something else big is going on. It's going to help yourself.
Jason, please.
Yeah,
I might be having to cap that shit because that WNBA shit is just, man, and the baseball. I don't know. It's just like, why not bet the Yankees every day? That's what I've been noticing since I've been following.
WNBA's been lit.
Wow, I'm late to the party, but goddamn it, Luka just throwing it in.
Okay, I got 223.5. That was what I was looking for. I'm gonna get involved.
You got
these are just $100 shots. I'm in.
Yes.
Fucking Derek White, baby. We needed
Derek.
About time you fuckers made
Over
it 3 points.
2.5
Goddamn, all you do is shoot them.
quarter points, baby. Let's go.
Like
San Antonio's own. San Antonio.
I'm watching a souped up AAU team with Boston.
Yep.
That's what they are.
But has Kyrie scored more than 1 basket?
Yeah, he has. He got 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, Derek! Oh, Derek! Oh,
Yeah.
He's got 2
Derek
more
White.
baskets. in his hand.
Don't forget he can shoot, motherfuckers. Guard his ass. Right back at you.
defense! Zingas!
Oh, look at Big Dick Zingas.
No foul.
If Derek hits, Derek couldn't possibly hit another one this possession.
No
Oh
foul.
no! The small big, do it to him right there. Just do it right there. Baseline. That's a foul. We'll take it. Yeah. This is awesome. I love basketball.
That was so weak.
5 points is
Huh?
literally like in the basket.
Shout out to our friend Trisha M giving a Pub Sports Radio membership. Von Polo getting it. I love to see it. I love.
Yeah, Derek
Trisha,
White back
thank
to
you.
back.
Trisha, I'm so excited about Saturday's Belmont card. So we'll be here for 12 hours as we do. Razor Sharp Picks co-hosting. Trish, thank you. Thank you.
And by the way, I just want to put this out there now. There are mistakes on tomorrow's graphics. Leave me alone. Leave me alone if there are mistakes on tomorrow's graphics.
We understand you're under the gun. There's no time to fix it.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad, by the way, that Porzingis can shoot free throws for his first shot in these games. Like, please. Thank God. And by the way, again, I'm drinking lime tequila today with some sweet tea.
Nice. Does sound nice.
It's a great time.
There we go. We'll take that.
Fine, if it's just Luka, that's fine.
Wow, look at our guy, Ken Wood.
Ken Wood.
I love hearing that, Trisha. I need a big day on Saturday, bad.
Again, big, small, again. Porzingis.
Ken Wood giving back his Pub Sports horse racing winning there, giving it back to the community. That's a man of the people right there.
That is a man of the people. Ken Wood, our horse racing winner, gifting 5 Pub Sports Radio memberships. Thank you, Ken. And we love seeing you win the
Sam
race.
Hauser, put him in Alcatraz, Sam. Put him in Alcatraz. Put him in fucking Alcatraz. Sam Hauser's a beast. He's not just bad defense because he's white. He's actually good, guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Nothing.
Look at this. Oh, man.
Nothing.
KP with good D there, huh?
I see a lot of calls being fouled against Boston, but I ain't seen Dallas go to the free throw line yet.
Yeah, you attacking the hole like that, you usually get the call.
Huh. Interesting.
I see a lot of forearm extended.
We got Keith each and every stride. We got Keith each and every stride in the house. A fantastic thoroughbred handicapper here. We are a couple days from the third jewel of the Triple Crown at the Spa. Not the test of a champion. Shout out to you, Keith, and thank you for rocking with us, man. And thank you, Ken. I love this. And JPZ.
Zinger. Oh. And I apologize to Dan Kelly, who I'm annoying. I'm annoying Dan Kelly. But
you're probably not. He's not the only one.
Oh no! Another missed 3 from Luka with Sam Hauser on him. Sam Hauser. Oh boy!
My wife keeps looking at me like, and I'm like, I don't know. Let's keep it. I don't know.
Atlanta Braves in the under plus 235, and the Atlanta Braves under 9.
But she could only see the way you look too.
Book the winning day in MLB, but God, the Rockies should have brought me home there.
What is that on your head, Jose?
It's a wiener dog. It's a good luck hat. He also has a lovely tie. It's a great time. Josh Green can't make an easy layup. Yeah, basically. But Josh Green can't make a layup. He just had an easy floater. Can't make that.
Fuck, man.
Moment's too big for all these Mavs.
Making layups, Jason Tatum. Fucking
nothing. Another. That's us.
Attack. Kyrie to the hole. Misses. God damn.
I'm telling you guys, I'm seeing a lot of Mavs looking a little, the moment's a little too big for them. A little too big. Oh.
Live total down to 217.5. And also, things are setting up real nice in Winnipeg. You know what they call the new stadium there, Mikey Money, in Winnipeg? Previously IG Field. It's now Princess Auto Stadium.
Well, that strikes fear in the hearts of everybody.
Oh, Zinger!
It's like you say Princess, Jimmy. That's
Come on, move your feet, right?
No minutes limit, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. KP looked good early.
This is already bad news for the Mavericks. They have not one body for them.
They're covering you.
Wow, what a play by Jalen.
They have nobody for Porzingis. Everyone's smaller than him. They're just going to shoot over. This is going to be the whole series right here again. Jumper right over him. Again.
It's the first
every time.
It's the first quarter, Jose. It's the first quarter.
Right? I had to look at
the whole series. That's the whole series right there.
Gotcha.
Porzingis, little man on him, jumper in his face.
It's
You
called
have a new
adjustment.
nickname.
Jose. It's
Every
called
time I-
adjustment.
I got enough weed in the fucking note for this motherfucker. God damn, I'm gonna smoke the whole goddamn
4 more
thing.
games of this. 4
Every
more
time-
games.
Every time I think Jose can't get any more new nicknames, Lil Big Balls. Oh no, Big Lil Balls. Sorry, Big Lil Balls.
It's confused. Is one of them
He
big? and one
look
of them
good
little?
though. You know, on Monday on the set, MMA locker room said over 15.5. It's on its way. It's on its motherfucking way.
I'll tell you what, though, I did toss out the adjusted under in point props today. I said points under for Jason Tatum, 10. And I said I like the under in that spot. We're looking good at 0 right now.
Fine. I hope you got your Porzingis series MVP bets. What's your series MVP bets for Porzingis? We'll take the title.
This guy's like throwing darts at Jason Tatum posters off screen and shit. What the fuck's going on here?
Fuck Jason Tatum.
Reminds me of Cheshire Cat's
Dutch.
fucking weird ass with Anthony
Dutch,
Davis.
it's just jealousy, Dutch. He had a chance.
I
The
mean, it's getting
76ers
little
had a
weird
chance.
now. We got. Yeah, it's getting a little weird now.
The 76ers had their chance at Tatum. They missed. And Mikey's just a little better. I would be too if I drafted
Yeah, you know who they
fucking
drafted
Markel
in front of
Fultz and
him?
Joey Slapdick.
Who'd they draft in front of him? Do you know, Jose?
Was it Markel's Fultz? Yeah.
It was Markel Fultz, yeah.
Pat on the back. Pat on the back. It was. That was horrible.
Yeah, it was great. Trader Danny says, I'll watch
Yeah,
Markel
Markel.
Fultz work out. And I'll realize he's shit. And the Lakers, they telegraphed who they were going to pick from day one. It was beautiful. Trader Danny.
It's bad when Joey Shitdick outproduces Markel Fultz. But, shout out to, who was that? What was his name, Jose? I forgot.
Joey Slapdick.
Lapdick, that's right.
Much
Yeah,
better.
Yeah.
Shit dick. By the way.
The Lakers got Lonzo too over Tatum. Anyone who knew basketball could clearly see Tatum way better at 1 year at Duke. Remind me of like Carmelo, kind of like Grant Hill style. Markel Fultz wasn't even really that good to me at Washington. I never got that.
He looked nice, and then he just got the yips, and that was that.
I mean,
he looked
good going to the hole, but he's also like
Yeah.
in college, Like
Yeah, but he looked a lot better. Like he was like, you could tell me he's a top 10 pick, sure.
Big question here, though. Big question.
Can't shoot.
You have your 10.5, Dutch. Are you uncomfortable with what you've seen with KP out there? Because with Horford out there, you were delivering.
Yeah, it is at 10.5.
10.5. 10.5 for Mavericks backers. Well, you, Mikey Money.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Here's the play that I'm going to keep making, and I'm going to continue to
bit.
do it when I live bet. I'm going back to the plus 6.5. It's plus 135. I'm fine with that.
Ooh, that's
Not going
interesting
to
way
take
of
their,
handling it. I
not
like
gonna
that.
take their sucker bait there. They know they're in trouble. They're going to take this
Well,
plus
too-
6.5 right in the fucking chin.
To
Plus
me, it's too
135.
early to place a live bet, Jim. That's why I say that.
Well, I think
this
after
maybe.
halftime is when I shut down. All my live bets are early. Stimmy says start looking at the Mavs. Jimmy, not me. My ROI, Stimmy, and now we haven't been live betting the way we, as a group of cappers for that long together. But when I've switched the plan because of the number, my ROI is negative. So I'm gonna try not doing that at all in this football season coming up.
KP just went out there and just busted ass for like 5 minutes there.
Yeah, the timeouts have helped.
And they get rest in between the games too, like extra days. It's going to be beautiful.
It's funny when you were talking about the month off for KP Dutch. The
Easy.
first thing I thought was that's the only chance that he would be available. Truly, he's such a China doll that it wasn't. I never thought it was a worst case scenario because of the weak East. If he's healthy in game one, I mean, you're lucky. What were the chances that he wouldn't be healthy in game one if he was playing every game?
Mike, did you write those down, Mike? Did you write those three down? 1, 2, 3.
Who?
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
That was
Tatum for 3. Did you write that down?
No, I'll just hold my
Top of
phone.
the key for
Next
Jason
one.
Tatum.
If I
Great
pass
shot.
out,
Oh, Sam Hauser and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie back in Alcatraz.
What the hell was that, Kyrie?
That was not good. Nice rebound for Tatum.
Oh, the Porzingis from the Logos. Ah!
Jesus. Live spread at 13.5.
Blocked by
Porzingis
Porzingis.
again.
1.5.
Wow, he just blocked Kyrie.
Jesus.
Oh my God! Oh,
When Sam Houser
23 to 5 run. Oh no! Where's
23
Kyrie? Oh, rush 3-0. Oh my God! Where's Kyrie, the savior? Kyrie is our modern day Joseph Stalin. Oh
Yeah,
God!
you kept out of Backer.
Benito Mussolini Irving.
What an asshole.
Gonzaga says not today, bitch. No easy points.
Hey,
Oh my God.
hey, what the fuck?
That
Kidding
was
me? That was disgusting.
He ain't gonna do nothing for the rest of the game. Watch.
God, damn.
All
Like,
the energy he just exalted all right there. All of it.
Porzingis
Song
was
gone
going
right
in. Porzingis had a reality check. He says, "Shit, this will be the first and last time I ever played the NBA Finals. I'm putting it on the fucking line today."
Hey, Dallas does this anyway. This ain't nothing new.
Nah, but that wasn't regular Porzingis. That was like New York Knicks Porzingis. Like,
They don't like the first quarter. You saw
He
Luka
went
went
to a
over and sat
diamond
down. He
shot.
don't care about the first quarter. Come on, man.
Oh,
Y'all know this.
oh.
It's all good. I'm not worried. It's all good.
We don't want to see 17 though. Yeah.
It's all good, Dutch. I'm not
Oh
worried.
God!
I know. I think.
I don't know about you guys. I'm having a great
that's
time,
what makes it
guys.
worse,
I'm having a
man.
great time.
Listen to
anybody
this guy.
tilt the WNBA play?
Like
Flash
we're
the
down by
under
30.
in Sky and Mystics.
Like,
baby.
I'm by fucking 35.
All right, Dabby Cab saying he didn't have any pregame action, but he's thinking about moving on Mavs first half live here.
Let's go. I
I mean,
saved
what's
you.
the
I
number?
saved you with that first quarterback, Cab. Fucking A.
Well, Dutch, I would just like to remind you that we did make a stake bet. Dabby Cab is also on the hook. LJ is also on the hook, and I'm glad to hear that you
You
might
made
be
a
coming to
stake
game
bet?
4. Oh yeah,
You
the
made a
match
stake
came
bet?
Monday. Oh yeah, you wanted the action too. Oh yeah.
With your ass again.
We need
Oh,
a
yeah.
we need a list, a scroll. I guess it'll just come out. But we
That
need
would be
we
like
need-
4
yeah.
stakes. I just comped him because of all the work he did last time. On fucking.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
What did we bet? What did we bet?
The Celtics Mavs. You think these fuckers are gonna win the series?
Oh, the series.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
You think Luka the Don can do this shit by himself? With Kyrie Irving's bum ass not gonna show up?
Hey, check it out though. Check it out. I'm gonna be there for game 4. LJ, we gonna slide.
Let's do it. You
Game
know what?
4.
I've already got my Airstream booked.
Yeah, I booked the flight today. Actually, yeah.
JPZ says 6-0 Red Sox.
Oh yeah, don't worry, JPZ. I'm very happy about that too.
I came close to that -2, but I just don't want to bet those -2s, man.
Go live from the state. We're gonna have Jose's ass behind the camera though. It's better, I think, that way. You should.
I'm
maybe
at
you
guys
should wear
again.
that hat, though. Maybe you should wear that hat.
This is I'm going to be wearing this jersey probably. This is a good luck jersey right now, obviously, because of the results.
Why
It's
don't
gonna be
you
a
wear
great
it
time.
someone who plays on the actual team's jersey?
Because I have to honor our fallen soldiers who helped make this team possible.
You should get a Bill Walton Celtic jersey. That'd be
I
pretty.
should. That'd be awesome. I should
Tell
also.
Helga to bring that back with the pizza.
Okay, you know what? I'll text her right now. Say, Helga, I'd love a Bill
See how
Walton.
game
jersey."
tight you really are.
Well, let's talk action here right now. By the way, the Alouettes have scored a touchdown. I do need I don't want to get, you know, I'll put it on my phone. How about that? I'll get that on my phone. Okay. I'm going to need to know what's going on here because that Bombers in the first half under. That is nice. Beavis saying, sending love from Vegas here. Thank you, Uncle Beavis. And, man, at this point, I don't see. Now, let's go over to Mikey Money, 15.5 now. And Dabby moving on. You know, there's going to be an answer back. I mean, I'm almost interested in the 15.5.
I'm on the 6.5 plus 245.
Again, okay. So how many times have you bet that?
Twice. I got it plus 130. Well, pregame plus 6.5.
Yeah.
Plus 135 live and then plus 265 live. So we'll see what 2 gets me there. 2 extra.
But by the way, Kyrie Irving missed a layup without Horford on him, and now he's got Sam Hauser on him. Alcatraz, good shot, take it. Alcatraz, but Sam Hauser.
Jimmy, I had the privilege of talking to a professional gambler a couple months ago that was kind of doing some mentoring, if you will. And he was like, listen, he goes, you love live betting? You guys do it? And I said, yeah, we live bet. We got the shows. And he was telling me about that strategy where he said, you got to just keep taking the original number. And he was telling me about his numbers over the years of taking those spots. And because they give you those beautiful plus spots, you get beat up. But when you go back there and take them and then you look back and you're like, I didn't even need all those extra points. You're cashing with big tickets. So there's a little feedback from a wise elder. And
I love it. I love it.
15.5 first half here, Cab did. I kind of like that.
What did you get first half?
15.5.
But that's the live line. That's the live line and the first half line?
No, wait. That's what I'm like. Is that really the first half line?
I'll tell you the first half line right now. The first half line is
big show.
Jesus, it must be. It must be because they're offering me 17.5 first half.
That's crazy right now.
Wow.
Big show pick says, I'm changing my pick, not Boston in 5. He's taking Boston in 3.
I love the overreaction. Like LJ did say, Dallas gets down by fucking big at times. Wow.
Yeah.
Hauser from 3. 18-point lead here. Dallas first half, 15.5.
God, Zingas. Oh no, that was Hauser.
Finally called a foul on Dallas, on Boston.
Jimmy, Sammy Hauser. Come on.
Hauser playing big out there.
He is playing big.
Sam Hauser's trying to make the Celtics Hall of Fame right now.
I was surprised no Billy Briz Hauser props today. I was half expecting a little Hauser out there.
Oh yeah,
Sammy Hauser.
Man, fuck this guy.
Unfortunately, no Sammy Hauser action for me. I ended up the one that made the ticket was Tatum's rebounds, Derek White PRA, and PJ Washington 10 points with the Celtics money line though over 216.5.
Unbelievable.
This one's pretty thick so far. Boston just got hot from deep after Derek White hit them for them 2 threes in a row. Just he flipped the whole switch there.
Whoop! Jalen! Oh!
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Wait till his testicles descend.
Wow!
Oh my Lord! Jesus Christ!
Please don't make that sound again.
And Peyton Bridges locks up Kyrie again. Oh my Lord!
Fuck me, man.
Jalen! It's getting scary out here. Peyton Pritchard not making any shots, but it's getting scary out here for the Mavericks. Oh, my Lord.
Jose strikes me as the guy when you go to the movie theater that's talking scene by scene, giving the play-by-play. Don't open that door. I told you not to open that door. That's Jose.
Oh, my God.
No, but that's facts. Big bets. The Mavs are definitely trying to shoot threes with him. You're not going to outshoot the best shooting team in the league.
I know, man. Sometimes the NBA is just so disgusting.
Sometimes.
Wow, that was a beautiful play.
I love Nasty Nate, though. He changed the logo finally.
Beautiful play by Jalen Brown.
Kyrie sucks chance. Oh, my God. Everything's right with the world right now. Can we just live in this moment, guys?
Yeah, you're feeling pretty good, I bet. Come on, boys.
But we all know this is the NBA. We all know this is the same bullshit to do every time. So one team gets out a big lead, then bullshit happens. They'll make the game close at the end, and I'll be sweating my dick off by the fourth quarter. We all know this happens in this dumbass league we call the NBA.
Wow. All right. Let's go on a little run here. Let's cut it to like 12.5.
Oh, what a dumb foul, Al.
Hell yeah. Get to
But
the line. Recover.
I'm telling you guys, Kristaps is going to have Kristaps is going to have that pick and roll. They're going to put the small on him, and he's going to take a little jump shot over that small person every time, and he's going to fucking crush it every time like that. And it's going to be hilarious to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, and Luka can't make a fucking free throw now? Woo! Woo!
Make your free throw, son. God damn it.
Luka, I mean, you're the only person I respect on this fucking basketball team. Everyone else on this team's young or bad. Oh, here we go again. Kristaps. Please get him in the pick and roll.
All right. Wow.
Yep. Oh!
That was low-key a foul, though.
Fuck no.
We're letting the boys play here today.
Maybe
Yeah,
below
kinda
the rim.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, come on, man. Anytime I see that, I usually think it's buckets. Look at that.
Kristaps. Tall as hell. Those lobs.
Yeah, that's a foul.
I'll tell you what, though, is
You give him 2 buckets. She's going up for the lob there. He don't get 2 free throws.
I was gonna say, as ineffective as Jason Tatum is, he still makes everybody look like he's working hard.
Look at Lucas. Just go at hole. Come on, fucking A, Lively. Use the fucking ball.
God, that's terrible.
Porzingis is a big man. Those lobs hard to throw over 7'5" guy.
Oh my God! Luka's going in there, cruise control, and fucking Lively falls asleep. You ain't hitting that.
We're good, Brian Smith. Let him facilitate. We need that
Look
triple.
at how bad that shot was right there. Why shoot that? It's horrible. You're up 17. You're shooting that shit. Keep doing it too.
Oh,
please.
PJ, wide open. Nothing. Where's everyone's help? Where's Luka's help?
God damn it.
Who's gonna help Luka? Feed Zingis. Here we go again. Little guy on him. Jumper in his face. Jumper in his face. Every time. That's every time, lads. Just get used to it.
Jesus.
It's every time. Good read, Derek. Good read.
On the run tonight.
Luka's looking like shit. His jumper's flat. And get some more fucking air into that shit.
Let's do another pick and roll. Get the small on him again. Give it to him again. Here we go again.
Yeah, dude, they're throwing him. Whoa, they're trying to foul the shit out.
Here we go again.
Why do
Here we go.
Why do we got Green guarding KP?
It's off the pick and roll, Dutch.
It's every time. It's automatic.
Look at Mark Wahlberg fucking loving this shit. 21-point lead.
Wow.
They didn't allow the switch every time and let KP just shoot over him, huh?
This has the makings of something that could be hugely helpful for me financially with the Operation Garcia. These things, as we've seen, if Zingis goes off, Mavericks, there were 9 players on the prop board for the Mavs, 8 for the Celtics. If Zingis goes off, it's a perfect outlier performance, but he has to really go off. He has to go for 35. And then the Mavericks at this point, halfway through the second quarter, have 27 points. This has the potential of succeeding. The Operation Garcia has cost me a lot of money, but we have a chance here at a big day.
I mean, I know it's early, but assessments of how you might tweak it to make it financially viable the following year.
Yes, but the problem is that because I bet it this year, and It was the most stressful thing I've done in probably my whole entire gambling career. I hated it. Knots through my back. It was extremely uncomfortable. The problem with the assessment is that I'm going to have a bias with the information, with the statistics. So it crushed in the play-in and it crushed the first round, and then it got destroyed in the second and third rounds. The Pacers destroyed it.
Well, unders were running hot in the early part too, though, right? The play-ins in the first round of the playoffs were fucking smoking unders.
But the new NBA, I think we can sort of expect that. But that's what I'm saying, Mikey, is I don't want to get too caught up in expecting everything to tighten up in that first round or the play-in in the first round. There's teams that are just going to be horrible for it. There's our guy, Razor Sharp Picks, says Sierra Leone will be your Belmont Stakes winner using Wine Steward underneath at a big price along with Mystic Dan. I love that look.
The question is, what's happening with Irad? Is Irad going to be ready to roll, or is he just a mediocre scratch today?
What I want to know, Razor, is can you, if you can, with a couple sentences, tell me why you are cutting off Mind Frame, which I completely understand. I see Arrowgate. I feel Arrowgate. Now I have a bias about this because, Arrowgate 11-1 here at Saratoga, stamping his ability in the 3-year-old department. Mind Frame has run twice and has exploded, clicked off, but is Mind Frame clearly the best? Guillermo says there's going to be a lot of pace. I agree with that. This shapes up perfectly for Sierra Leone, but what are you doing with Mind Frame, G? But Razor, this isn't the Belmont Stakes. Really, to me, it's not 1.5 miles. It's 1.25 miles. I don't even know if Mind Frame runs the Belmont at if this was 1.5 miles. This is not the test of a champion. Now it's at the graveyard of champions, but it's not this is basically the Kentucky Derby. What are you doing, G, with Mind Frame? Okay, let's talk live action here. I've got a legit investment in this fucking CFL game, so I'm going to be watching that as well. The live total's down to 210.5. We got 223.5.
Nice.
The live spread's still at 15.5. Please let us know if any of you guys are moving live, especially you guys in the chat as well. And Sierra Leone and Mind Frame for G. Trisha says unfair. Blair gave out Sierra Leone 15 months ago. Trish, what are you doing with Mind Frame? Christopher Ing, what are you doing with Mind Frame?
Jimmy, I don't know if you saw the details today, though, but Irad got beat up by his horse there, and they took him off the irons and sat him out. They excused him for the rest of the day today. He got a little binged up.
What was it?
What does that even mean, Mikey? Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded like I know horse racing, though, didn't it? I hear Jimmy talk about the irons all the time, so I figured I'd throw that in there. It looked like the horse bucked on him, and I don't know if he tweaked something or they're just being an abundance of caution situation, but they took him off, and they excused him, is what they said. They excused him for the rest of the day. So to be determined what's going to happen with this guy here. I didn't see anything after the fact. If he goes tomorrow, we'll see what he does in the first couple races, and if he's good, he's good.
No problem. They call it weak ass shit. We'll take it.
They're making layup.
Cleared to ride. All right, so he was just he was the abundance of caution situation.
Swing, corner 3, bucket. It's team basketball, lads. It's not 2 guys and a fraud. Pickpocket your king. Pickpocket your king. Slam. This is nothing.
It doesn't look good.
Where's Kyrie?
Not ideal.
Foul.
Not ideal. He's getting swarmed. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Knock that fucker down. Sorry, Drew, but we got to do what we got to do. Later,
GGG.
Yeah, let's get some fucking,
that's what I want to see.
some dirty ball out there. Let's get the elbows high.
Right here.
Let's take a couple of sweeps of the leg. Let's do what we got to do, boys. I like that, Dutch. Do what we got to do.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Fucking Luca's weak ass fucking handles out of my fucking face.
The only thing I ask is if you're going to get a foul, make it big.
Oh, team basketball. Just drive,
Man, where's
kick,
his defense
play.
at? No defense whatsoever. No
Nothing.
fucking defense. Wow.
Oh, my
26?
God.
26?
And Kyrie just throws it to nobody? Oh, my God.
There's been a Tatum sighting. There's been a Jason Tatum sighting.
I mean,
Fucking bullshit.
where is your king? Where is your king, Dallas? Bang! Mikey, there's your Jason Tatum sighting.
Man,
Bang!
saw it.
I mean, Boston has been up a lot of games and let the lead go in fourth quarter. So,
I mean, LJ, this is the NBA. Every game is close at the end for whatever reason. We all know this.
yeah, but
Yeah, but the way
Boston does
this
have that.
Yeah, this one's not looking like it's going to be there.
for the fucking
Let's
fourth
see.
quarter.
Hey, man.
Oh,
We still got a
They're
second.
doing, they're doing Harlem
There's
Globetrotters.
plenty of time left, LJ. I'm with you.
I mean, there's no adjustment for Kristaps Porzingis being 7'3". You switch, he's gonna jump over that guy every time. He's just easy J in his face. You can't defend that. Nothing for is Josh Green gonna help?
What's the spread?
Derek Jones?
If he gets to 20, I'm taking Dallas. What's the spread? Fuck what you talking about?
That's us. That's
I was gonna say, man, if I was on Dallas, man, I'm gonna have to stand. I gotta stand on my 10 toes right now. Plus 22.5 at -120.
That's what it is right now?
Yeah.
I'm taking that shit.
What's the
Right
plus
now.
16?
Tatum. Okay, respect. Ah, man. Yeah, Brent, it is Tim Hardaway time. Bring him in. Bring in the reliever. Old crafty lefty, Tim Hardaway.
Jimmy,
Man,
I just took that shit. Plus 23, man. You got me fucked up. Dallas going to be by 20.
Oh no.
I'm on it.
23?
Yes, I'm on it. Right now.
Montreal 14-3, Jimmy.
Yeah, and Winnipeg's only plus 2.5 down 14-3.
Oh, Derek.
All right, LJ, you've inspired me to go one more Dallas bet. I'm going to go plus 15.5 just because it's the least amount of points I can take. It's plus 210, plus 15.5.
Jason, they're going to be eating off Mavs better for the whole series. No.
We get these props in there. I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to be so fucking tight. Let's go. Let's go, Horford. Where the fuck did you go?
Tariq B says Rockies are up after the first 5. Live bet the Cardinals.
Not good for props.
I live bet
My
that
bad.
under 7.5.
As soon
Unless
as
you're
Cal
betting the under,
Quantrill's
like-
knocked out, maybe.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. That's my bad. Jump in.
No, I was saying this game's not good for props right now. It looks like, unless you're betting the under, like what you're doing with the Garcia thing, because this is a super blowout right now.
Yeah, this is a super blowout right now.
This could be one of those times.
It looks
Unless
like
Dallas comes back, bro, this might be a dead fucking under.
Oh shit! Did you screw this up?
Yeah, but I'm not asking for a ton. I need 2 more points from Horford. I need Luka to get this triple-double. He's already got the points, so we got to do a little teamwork here for that second half. Team basketball, as I heard Jose say about 52 times already. And and then what do we got? Lively on the rebounds. That's all. Play a little fucking team ball the second half, boys. It's okay.
By the way, I'll say it because no one else will say it. Great timeout by Joe Mazzulla. Great timeout. That's a sign of a great coach right there. I just want to note that because the Celtics went on 24-3 or 5 run, and then Jason Kidd just kept all his timeouts in his pocket. Never lose them next game.
Jose, are you familiar with the concept of overwatching a game? Because you may be overwatching this game right now.
Observations I'm making, Mikey. I just, if no one else wants to say it, I'll say it. I'll say it. If I was Jason Kidd, I would use my timeouts personally. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, we've seen Boston give up leads plenty of times, Jose.
Shout out
Razor.
Razor makes a great point too. He says Jose took the hat off. Dallas coming back now. That's
Oh no.
I wish. I hope they do.
Jimmy's like, oh no.
I hope they do. I hope they do. Make this more interesting. I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to have some energy, you know? This sounds like a Morgan here. Am I the only one having a great time? Jimmy bet game one of this game for the Celtics. I know he's having fun.
Dan Kelly predicted this. He put that in the chat.
Yeah, and I think Von Polo took Celtics minus 15.
If it's just the same with you guys, I'm going to hang on to these tickets I have before I throw them out.
Please do. Please do. Please hold on. Again, this is the NBA. This will be close. I know it. Don't worry. I just need to use this opportunity to talk the shit while I can.
Sweaty Butcher's having a blast. Wine time.
Wine time.
Jarek White says, take a shot. Shout out to Jarek White. Texas Strong, Jarek White. Pompolo having a blast. I didn't take the 6.5 or the 6, even though the book should have directed me there. But I did put 2 units on the one game 1 in the series. So that's helpful. Could be helpful. We'll see.
Yeah.
Ah, man. What a great day. What a great day, everyone.
We also know that everybody's going to hammer the Mavs in game 2 after getting blown out. And I get why they would.
Great. Good. Bad.
I get why they would. If they lose by 30 plus, it gets into a dangerous range, which we'll let Mikey break down once we know exactly how much they lose by. But if they lose by 30 plus, it's a very dangerous range for the team, that got destroyed. They have a very high success rate in game 2. 5 innings, Chip.
Look at this motherfucker's eating his ice cream over there too. What the fuck? Look at him.
That is victory ice cream now. Mikey, at your fucking neck, Mikey. You had your moment with your shortstop, Mikey. The tables have turned, Mikey. They have turned.
I can appreciate you keeping score for a long time. I'm the same way. You know what? It might be forgiven, but it's not forgotten. You know what I mean?
No, I remember my pain. I remember the pain, and you just sitting there cackling and laughing. I remember in your fucking USA at fucking hockey jersey.
Sweaty Butcher, I see my guy.
Yeah, Sweaty Butcher, man, the OG.
He's loving this Celtics vibe right now.
Oh, for sure, he was all over it.
This is great. And you know what the best part is? I'm not even that lit. It's the best part about it. This is awesome.
It'd be better if you were lit because that would give you the excuse. You don't want to say, no, it's me sober.
This is just what you get. And Jason Tatum just dunked all over all 3 Mavericks defenders.
Oh my god.
It's all series. This is what you will get every game in this series from me, the Celtics, Joe Mazzulla, the Mavericks. It's just all just right there for everyone.
I'm canceling my flight. Fuck this. Okay.
I'll tell you what, though, Peyton Pritchard, over 1.5 3-pointers was plus 175. He's got 4 shots at it. He's got 0 out of that thing. What a rip for anybody that took that prop.
Yeah.
Well, Hauser's fucking been there.
But Pritchard's good. And Hauser's got there. You're right, Dutch. But Pritchard will get it in garbage time because garbage time could be a quarter. Yeah.
But he still shot 4 times. I mean, even if he had one of them right now, you'd feel great about it.
Unicorn from fucking New York? What the fuck is this?
Jesus.
Oh, my God. God bless.
He's fucking. Oh, my. Great call. Oh, my God. What the fuck?
Porzingis, man. What is see, Kyrie Irving has Al Horford on and wants nothing to do with him. Just let's pass it to Maxi Kleber. I've got nothing for average Al.
YMCA all the way to the fucking bucket for 2.
Oh, man.
Of course you're getting a foul. Of course Jalen. He act like he just got molested. What the fuck, man?
I saw illegal touches there, Dutch. I saw it point on the doll. He pointed on the doll, and it was in the no square. I saw it.
He just acted like he fucking got fucking like assaulted the way he just got hit. He played it off pretty good. He probably did get fouled, but.
Well, let's go back to the fucking locker room and get the whiteboard out and make some serious.
Yeah, can we regroup here?
Well, don't worry. Jason Kidd, who's allegedly a better coach than Joe Mazzulla, I'm sure he's going to draw it up. I'm sure Jason Kidd's got it.
This guy's fucking playing NBA Jam basketball right now. He's pulling up everywhere, just blocking everything. Fucking literally had like a fucking This whole
You're like-
first half has been a highlight
No, this is
reel.
the best I've seen Porzingis play since the New York Knicks.
I feel like I'm back in San Antonio watching Jimmy play NBA jams.
It's
Yeah,
almost
that's
as if
okay.
Porzingis had a month off. It's almost as if that's a good thing.
Jalen just fucking missed 2 free throws. Let's take that into the. Let's take a little momentum here. Let's finish on a
Yo.
5-0 run.
Dutch, we will freely admit that Jalen Brown is not a free throw shooter. Oh, Kyrie Irving, I'm Porzingis. Nothing for him. Nothing. Let's pass it to my friend Luka Doncic to bail me out.
That was a foul.
Yeah, that's a good person to pass to.
Let's pass it to Big Daddy Luka. He'll bail me out.
You out. You ain't never doing no hard time with Luka if he's bailing you out. Believe that. Your ass gonna be quick to bond.
Go to work. Go to work, Jason.
Go
Oh.
ahead.
Well, good re. Good re. Oh,
Nothing but a pull up weak ass 3. Should look
well,
up.
Kyrie.
Oh, Kleber.
Kyrie, nothing again on transition. 3-on-2, nothing.
Waiting for the last
Kleber's shoulders fucked up. I don't think he can shoot. Because I haven't seen him shoot a 3-pointer really that much.
Oh no, Porzingis, don't get on the highlight reel.
Wow. That's a fucking
Oh no,
foul.
Porzingis.
Put him in
Oh,
the blender,
no.
though. Put him in the blender. There goes KP's great night. That's a wrap.
We just need to change the goals, Dutch. We're going to the other side
There
second
we
half.
go. See, hey,
It's
little
crazy
momentum
goal.
going to the second half.
You know what's great? This is great. All this and Jason Tatum hasn't shown himself this whole game, just playing great defense, getting rebounds, being a great team player.
Hey,
I mean,
that-
Jesus,
that little
this is
momentum
great.
going to the second- Hey, you know.
Well, Dallas did cut into the lead a little bit right there. So the plus 23 that LJ booked, at least LJ can have hope within that spot. Because when you take a big a team down huge, that last 2 minutes before going into the half is absolutely crucial. They can, if that's an 8-point swing the other way, it's game over, and the bench gets a chance out there. The Able A cashing that 112.5 on the first half. Let's take a look at the live right now. 210.5. We did get the 223.5 under 223.5. Unfortunately, it's just $100 bet. So it's not like I can sit here and just fucking sit back, put my feet up, but it's helpful. The live spread is 16.5. Mikey Money, you've been moving. Now, Mikey, you know me at halftime, after halftime, when it starts, that's when I shut down. I don't, I want my live action in the first half, generally, first quarter, first half. I kind of start shutting down. Are you going to still be looking here? Is there any prop action you're looking at? Because when we go to the player props, you'd have to think that the Celtic bench players are going to get a chance to play. Pritchard is at 2.5 right now. Hauser is at 8.5. And that's all they're offering, of course. That's all they're offering because there's 2 ways of this game going. Celtics have a good third quarter and the bench plays heavily. Mavericks make this a 10-point game going to fourth quarter, and your 6.5s become very, very live. So let's go around the horn.
Right now, he's got a quarter unit on the fucking plus 1100. I'm dropping 1 unit right now, Mikey. Before you go, 16.5. I'm taking it.
You're taking the plus 16.5. Who just took the money line?
I'm telling you, Mikey's probably about to tell you that.
Okay. We'll see.
He likes the plus 1100. I know he does.
Kopansky says Jose needs extended time on Mike's knee. I don't know about that, but he is gone. He is gone right now. So Mikey Money, talk to us about your plan here. You've hit the 6.5 twice at bigger numbers, around plus 135 and around plus 265. Then you got the 15.5 at big plus money.
Plus
What was
210.
what actually before I say big plus, what was the plus money on the 15.5?
Plus 210 at plus 15.5.
210.
So we're still in that realm of things getting the job done here.
Well, that last 2 minutes was absolutely crucial for you.
Yeah, that was big to kind of get that in there, and I would have taken 14.5, but 15.5 was the lowest they would let me go. So that being said, I'm starting to look at this. These props will carry me through regardless of what happens in the game. But I guess at this point, I got to look at some player props for this third quarter. I don't want to get invested any longer in what's happening here. I know Boston will probably start to bring them bench players in, and I know that we see, Dallas. Hopefully they keep trying. Hopefully, but what I like about this little spot that I see in the third quarter, look, it correlates with the sinking ship that is the Mavericks. Dallas, Luka 10 plus third quarter points. Kyrie 8 plus third quarter points is plus 600. So I'm going to drop another hundo on that spot there and see if that's 18 points. What I was thinking about as I was looking at that is how many points have these boys been scoring in the quarter? They got 20 in the first. They got 22 in the second. So the big boys are going to have to step up here. It's a little bit of a long shot for me, but I'm going to take a whack here with Luka 10 plus and Kyrie 8 plus. They got to be third quarter points though. So it's crucial that they are, and that's plus 600. So
I'd like to ask you this, Mikey.
Sure.
Looking at the numbers here for the Mavs, Lively was 0 points. Mm-hmm. Kyrie was 6. Mm-hmm. And then on the other side, of course, Porzingis for 18. What is your biggest surprise right now? And, this is sort of two-pronged, and maybe you'll figure it out a little bit after you go around the horn. But with the surprise, what would you be looking at player prop-wise? So player prop, biggest surprise, and then how can you use that to your advantage in game 2 or in the second half here?
Well, that's a great question. I think the biggest surprise is Porzingis. I watched him hobble around like a wounded fucking duck that last series, and here he is out there leading the charge in Boston with 18 points. That's probably my biggest surprise thus far. You guys have heard my opinion on Tatum and where we're at with this guy in his 8 points when they put a fucking 28.5 out there. Not surprised, and we'll utilize that as we move forward because the unders should be smack city for Tatum. He disappears in these big games. I'm a little surprised at Dallas right now. Lively with 0 points doesn't shock me. It's the rebound numbers here, and I talked about that at the onset of the show. He's got 2 going into halftime. What are they? And I get it. Like there was the opportunity to board up in that first quarter where they could have picked up 10 rebounds in a 2-minute span, and they didn't get any of them. So, little suspect there as well. I'm gonna have to process a little bit more of it here. Danny Gafford. The thing about Danny Gafford is he depends on a guy like Luka and Kyrie to pitch the ball around to him. So 4 points doesn't surprise me. When I look at it, I guess the biggest surprise, Kyrie Irving on the fucking court is minus 18. Now they're getting shelled, so someone's got to take the brunt of that thing. But Kyrie's got to step up and be this fucking leader and lead this. 6 points ain't going to cut it. That's why I do like his 8 plus in the third quarter, because coming out of halftime, these two guys, Luka and Kyrie, should look at each other and say, "Fuck it, let's go out there and lead by example and get this fucking job done." So I'm a little surprised to see Kyrie having as bad a game as he's having. At least statistically, when you look at his success rate with scoring points.
It's a tricky matchup. Forget about how many times we've seen Porzingis switched over, but just, Derek White and Drew, such great defenders with length on the perimeter. LJ from H-Town, what are you? We saw you move on the 23. Was that 23 flat or 23 and a half?
It was 23.
23. You didn't do it with joy and confidence, but it doesn't matter how you press the button. It just matters that the button's pressed.
Mm-hmm.
So,
LJ, I'm glad I got you there.
Got me where?
Did Jose help?
I think I contributed to you getting there.
No, I'm not worried. I just told you. We just need a change of goals. Boston has given up plenty of leads during the season. We've seen it before. Not saying they're going to win, but I know Dallas is going to cover this 23. I know they covered it. They're not getting blew out by 20 people.
All right.
LJ confident with the 23. By the way, with the CFL live betting, there could be an opportunity for us here. I missed the 4.5. I could have got that right, but they blocked me right at second down here. But the Alouettes are up 14-3. I don't think 3.5 is enough. I do think that it's possible we get a great live betting opportunity on the Bombers, and I'll tell you guys when I press the button. So I'll tell you guys as soon as I do it. I would like 3.5 is okay, but what if the Bombers are held to a field goal and they're down 8 going into the second half? I haven't pulled the trigger, but I may pull the trigger. LJ, are you looking at anything from the player prop market right now? I'm just going to do a quick run through for LJ and Brizzy, because everyone's going to be very interested on your thoughts and your moves. Brian Smith has moved on the Mavs, team total over 55 in the second half. Daniel Gafford has 4. His live total is at 7.5. Derek Lively is 0. His live total is at 3.5. It's heavily juiced to the over.
Mm-hmm.
Derek Jones at 5. His live total at 8.5. Jaden Hardy 2, and his live total is at 5.5. Josh Green's at 0, and they've blacked out. That's Josh Green and Maxi Kleber, who just need one bucket to get to their over, are dark at 365. But those are Hardy, especially, would be a bench player, and Derek Jones Jr. a little bit that could get a lot of looks if the benches are emptied. Gafford and Lively, you would think they would get a lot of looks, but the truth is that, they could go deeper into the bench and bring in Powell. That wouldn't be a shock here. So I don't know if that, I think Hardy would be the most appealing if the game gets out of hand. PJ Washington at 6, his live total 11.5, and Luka was at 30.5, and it's moved to 31.5 as we've been talking. So the people are betting Luka's over. And Kyrie at 6, his live is at 17.5. For the Celtics, Horford's at 5, his is 8.5. Derek White's at 8, his is at 14.5. Jaylen Brown has 13 points, and his live total is at 23.5. For other than Porzingis, everybody's total except for Horford. Horford had a really low total on this game at 6.5, was 7.5, bet down to 6.5. Very, very low total for his game. So he's generally the same. But Tatum's down to 19.5, Drew down to 10.5. KP up to 24.5. KP needs 7 points in the second half to get to his over, but we often see, a guy like KP who they want to rest go off in the first half and not deliver in the second half. Peyton Pritchard 2.5, Hauser 8.5. Hauser just needs a 3 to get to the 8.5. So LJ, and then to you, Brizzy, do any of those player props sound appealing?
No, not at all. I'm just going to stick to my original Lively and Derek White's PRA, and just see if I can get my unit back on this plus 23.
I like it. Chip says, "Let me hear you say, Jimmy, I love betting on sports." Good God, does this feel good? Just getting this opportunity,
doesn't it?
Oh fuck, it just feels
God.
good. But I mean, Jose feels good because the Celtics are dominating, and he's got fodder until Sunday. But for me, the opportunity to do this, and we want more live shows of Pub Badly, and it's very, very enjoyable.
And we cashed. I was the first person to cash with Billy.
You were the race to 10.
Yeah,
and you just got there. That was a fucking
And the beautiful part too. I don't know who it was again. I think it was Kyrie Irving. Just look.
Leonard Porsche Jr. and myself were the only ones still hammering the Operation Garcia, except for the aforementioned Dennis Garcia. Leonard, did you hammer it? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you didn't let it go. And how are you feeling? Obviously, we feel good, but there's been times when the benches get emptied early where the team ahead, if they've scored enough points, and I don't think they have because KP's got them all, where we can still kind of go 50-50. How do you feel about Operation Garcia right now, Leonard, and did you run with me? Brizzy, talk to us about player props in your plan.
I ended up moving on the third quarter over 53.5. If it's going to be a blowout, I feel like the starters are going to play the whole entire third.
What was the number you got on third quarter over?
Minus 130, 53.5, and both team totals are juiced. Dallas scored fucking 20 and 22 points. Their third quarter total is at 27.5, juiced at minus 132, and the Celtics team total 25.5, juiced at minus 136.
I like it.
So
Troy, welcome back, buddy. Troy.
Looking up and seeing Jose just.
Yeah, we're back for the rally, bro.
As I was picking up my food, I was thinking about you, Jose. Like, damn.
Well, what were you thinking, Troy?
She's in a party. You know what I'm saying?
So Jimmy,
Probably too early.
before we talk about Jose's ice cream of choice, here's a little
Churro.
something for everybody to consider. The SDQL gods have spoken. They've come up with some numbers. Since 2003 in the NBA Finals, a home favorite 20 or more at halftime. They're 3-0 both against the spread and straight up, suggesting we're not going to see a Dallas Mavericks comeback. But all three of those teams have gone on to win the NBA Finals. Probably what you would expect as you look at this game. Back to 2003.
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, pretty much. That right now, live bet it would be Boston or pass. I mean, I think Mavericks cover the original 6.5 and win outright, or they just absolutely get the doors blown off. Jimmy, I think one day I was on your show talking about how they let go of the rope down the stretch. Actually, I think it was this exact game back when they lost by double digits in late April, I think. But yeah, I wouldn't be on the Mavs live unless you're taking
Mikey, what's the plus 6.5 now?
It's not an option, asshole.
Oh, I just thought I'd ask. I was just curious.
It might be.
Because that's what
9.5. Well, it might be. It's not on my book. 9.5 is plus 235, but I feel like I capitalized with that.
That's it?
To Jimmy's point, that closeout of that second quarter was phenomenal for that plus 15.5. Look,
Crucial.
well, 6.5 still in play. We're not done yet. We're not dead. I'll fucking sit here till the last breath comes out of my body. Let's go. You guys see me do it time and again. Fuck you want me to? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go get a
Who was the original? Was it the Giants? Giants against the Cowboys?
No,
that day?
The original goes back to the Jacksonville Jaguars where they threw 3 interceptions in the first quarter, and I just kept betting away on the Jaguars. I said, it's only the first quarter.
6.5 is 550.
Be right back.
Wow.
I think that I'm going to be able to get us cash in this Canadian football game. I want to see what this number comes up. They didn't get into the end zone, and they missed the field goal. They got the rouge. You guys can laugh at that fucking rouge, or we could just live bet this together. I'm going to wait till the number pops off. But I think anything over 4.5, I think we bet. Here, so I'm just going to wait.
Yeah, come on now.
Dutchy, you moved on to 16.5?
Yeah, just one unit.
Before you left?
Let's go Diamondbacks up 1-0.
I like it. I mean, I think it was momentum in the second half. I think the line movement value-wise, I hear what Troy's saying, but I think 16.5. You move the line 10 points in a game where you know that was a crazy streak there, not only by KP, but Boston just went on a crazy run right there. So I think should even out a little bit here in the second half. So I don't know. I'm not feeling good about my 2 units on the 6.5, but I'm comfortable. I like this 16.5 for sure. I think it's value right now.
Well, they're trying to decipher whether he went out and came back in. Oh my God. Yeah, I guess they're saying it could be a safety. Okay, let's flip to I'm gonna turn this off. Let's turn it off. And we'll move it on.
Oh, Kyrie again. He's got to try to show up, so tries to force a shot immediately.
Yeah, well, why don't you talk about the outcome, motherfucker?
Oh, missed shot.
No,
That's what I saw, Dutch. I don't know about you.
I saw an alley-oop.
I think that's going to be a missed shot and an offensive rebound, Troy.
What they're doing, fucking short jumpers from deep. A little short every time, coming up short. Jason Tatum knows all about that.
Yeah, safety.
Missed layup. Luka Doncic.
Missed layup.
Here we go.
You got push. You know we're in trouble when I'm asking for a foul. There you go.
Hey, we can go back and forth missing shots.
Oh, wait a minute. What? We're talking play-by-play. What about that Jason Tatum missed 5? Come on now. Let's call him both sides, ref.
There we go. Kai. Let's go. Get in your bag. Let's get a couple
up,
stops.
baby. Let's go.
You shooting bullshit-ass 3-pointers.
Oh, what? 4 for 11? Oh, okay. Good job, Kyrie. 4 for 11.
Tatum's 3 for 8. I mean, come on now.
There we go.
It's fine. We're up.
All right, watch this.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck?
Kyrie Irving.
That was ugly.
Kyrie Irving. Your guys is king. Joseph Stalin. Benito Mussolini Irving. Just keep feeding that propaganda. Pocket pass. Oh,
I don't want to get into a historical debate, but I don't know that that's entirely accurate to compare Kyrie to them boys.
Shot though that Kyrie.
Nice.
That's okay though.
Mikey, you would disagree?
I mean,
Man, this is another one.
we'll
Kyrie.
have that conversation one day.
Kyrie misses another easy one.
Yeah, because he's a bum, Dutch. The moment's too big for him.
Nah,
He had a moment 10 years ago.
They've had a huge window here to capitalize on all these missed shots.
Yeah,
They haven't scored
absolutely.
one basket.
Agreed.
They've had much more quality looks.
Wow, what a bullshit ass shot. That's
Well, what a
offensive.
ridiculous call. What a ridiculous call.
Offensive.
Let's
Great
just
play.
be adults
Jalen,
and not
you just
call.
can't
that.
run over everybody. You think your ass is LeBron James, but you're not, bro.
I don't know. That dunk earlier, I'd never seen LeBron do that. Ugh.
Oh, the fuck up. You never seen LeBron do that. You know how nice.
Well,
LeBron
the
is?
only time LeBron does that is when he gets lobbed up and he has to abuse poor Jason Terry. That was elder abuse at the time.
Jason Terry.
LeBron in Miami was definitely dunking on motherfuckers, but LeBron had been dunking on motherfuckers for 20 years.
Yeah, LeBron with the dribble, spin dunk. Like, dude, how many times I've seen that fucking move?
That
No.
Jalen Brown dunk is reminiscent.
Oh, Kyrie dribbles off his foot. Oh, boy.
God,
More of the same.
pressing. He is pressing.
More of the same. Kyrie's such a fucking loser. He can't even do what he does best. He can't even dribble the fucking basketball.
What the fuck did Derek White just do right there? That was like a little kid right there.
Oh my God, Kyrie's such a loser. Ah, God. I hope for this series' sake the Mavericks win Game 3. They've got to win Game 3.
Why,
Oh
the
my
Celtics-
gosh.
You think the Celtics are just going to smash at home, huh? It's just over.
Well, you know, Troy, you can't adjust when you've got a shitty coach.
If that Heat team's winning
they-
in Boston, shit.
They
Mavs
came out and
Boston,
played
trust me.
really good the second half. They just haven't made a
Hey,
shot.
we got a Ben Wallace setting in the chat. LeBron jammed on Ben Wallace's second year in the league. Shout out to the Ben Wallace jersey. That
Fucking hell.
guy Jimmy the bag.
Switching to NBA is what? 12? Like in today's NBA is what? Like 12? Look at that. Did you just see Kyrie just put that? Why don't you say something now, motherfucker?
Yeah.
God,
Al Horford's 40 years old. Congratulations. He dribbled past a 40-year-old. Dutch, you can do that.
it happened to be Al Horford, but it's still
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Al Horford's a great closeout defender, bro. He just put him on
Hey,
Troy,
maybe that's
Troy.
just Kyrie. Is
Put
that
him on
Kyrie?
screen.
No?
I can't say nothing. He's a good
Somebody shut this motherfucker up, please.
Troy, I think you can dribble past Al Horford. I think you've got a shot.
He ain't
Troy's got
biting
them
on my
arms. Troy's got them arms, man.
He
They're
ain't
long
biting on
arms.
my step back jumper.
I seen him in person. He could probably dribble around him.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, boys. Boston's
Make
giving
it.
this shit away. Come on, LJ. Troy, let's go. Let's rally. We can't let this little
Let's go.
motherfucker come in here.
Bro, let's go. The rally's about to take off
Rally
right
a
now.
little bit.
Great timeout. Great timeout by a great coach.
There's
Yeah,
layup.
we're getting quality.
Great timeout.
shots. Boston's just throwing shit up. This is what they
Great timeout. It's a great timeout by a great coach.
I've seen it before, gentlemen. I've seen it before.
go well.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go. This
Don't worry.
16 and a half is
Yeah,
definitely good
guys,
money.
this is the
I'm
NBA,
going for that
guys.
16 and a half, God damn it.
Guys, this is the NBA. We know what this is. Every game's close at the end for whatever
When's the
reason.
last
We
time
know
you
how
watched
this
an
league
NBA
is.
game?
Fucking the last round of the playoffs when the Celtics were too busy dipping their ball sack in the Pacers' mouths.
Wait, I have a question for Jimmy. Jimmy,
Okay.
how
that's all right.
many games do the Dallas Mavericks win in this series?
Look, I think the series ends in Game 5 in Boston, but I don't. You know already what my answer is going to be. I think that the fact that Boston's been here and lost is the most important angle. My mom's a shrink. So obviously I like the psychological angles. Mikey also knows that I think the Florida Panthers are going to win the Stanley Cup.
Oh, stop with your fucking. You want to talk about?
Yeah.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Mike, Mike, when we've gone head to head in hockey so far this year.
No. Time out with the fucking short window of things that you were on a run there between the end of March and April. You couldn't be beaten, and I will give you that. But goddamn, all season long here, and you're talking about the psychological aspect. They brought the sports psychologist extraordinaire in to talk to these boys in that Dallas Edmonton series. They specifically focused on Skinner, and this is the same guy that mentored Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. So let's see what happens here with this Edmonton Oilers team and the psychological reprieve that they just got delivered.
Yeah, no, we're going to see it. We're going to watch it. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great series. But I truly believe that when you watch a team win an NBA championship and you've gone through 3 series victories and then you watch the team after all that you've been through, I think there's no bigger motivating factor.
I agree. I agree, but they've lost pieces too. I don't think it's like it used to be though.
So that means 4-1. Like it's a blowout series.
If Dallas wins game, it's a tricky thing. Like with the Florida Edmonton series, when you have if the home team is better, much better, and I don't think that either the NBA Finals or the NHL Finals that one team's much better than the other. So but the most likely outcome if you're on the favorite is a series finishing in that 5th game. I mean, we all know how it works. If it's 3-1 going back to the home, you got to finish it there. Because if you don't, it's going to go 7. All my life, I've watched in NHL playoffs and NBA playoffs. If it's 3-2 and you go to the underdog or the team that doesn't, the underdog wins that game 6. They win it at home. The crowd goes fucking bananas. In team sports, that the team that doesn't start at home and gets that game 6 at home wins game 6, and then it goes 7. So I think it's a pretty easy answer that they'd win it in 5.
Jimmy, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Which series do you think will be more exciting to watch? The not just as a fan, but just in terms of
I think that Florida Edmonton games will be closer.
Think it'll be more of a battle? You think this Dallas Boston thing is just a blowout and it's not going to be
not a blowout? Not at all. Dallas is a really good basketball team. They could come back and take this one. I do think that there's more parity in the NHL than there is in the NBA, and that's an easy thing to say. Now we're watching Luka kind of step up here, but I think there's more parity in the NHL than there is in the NBA. I've always thought.
Go. Of course, it's going to be fucking hockey. It's fucking hockey. You guys score 6 fucking points total the whole game.
Dutch don't like hockey. I give you a whole spill of fucking ice hockey winners.
Which one?
We roll onto the IIHF. I'm just asking what's going to be more exciting to watch.
Or 0-0. This guy, fucking Mike.
I also think that there's a big difference between Florida making the Stanley Cup final last year and Edmonton making it this year, and that's that Florida was beaten up. That was, that game 5 in Vegas is probably the easiest game to bet of the last few years. When you saw the Chandler Stevenson, Mark Stone press conference, and Chandler Stevenson was playing for his brother who couldn't play NHL, or couldn't play hockey anymore because of concussion. I mean, it was just, and then Kachuk with the hernia, Montour and Ekblad clearly hurt. Right now, the Panthers are so healthy. It's going to be a great series because Edmonton's a really good hockey team, but it's just not going to be enough.
Leads down to 16.
And running.
Layup. God,
1-on-1. Derek White with good defense. And that's a foul. Yeah, you got to call that. That's
live spread 11.5, live total 207.5. And I have not moved on that football game. I'll let you guys know as soon as I need a 4.5.
Is anyone else on the Diamondbacks tonight?
I am still upset about not.
Mike, the 6?
Red Sox -2.
How the 6, Mike?
What?
What's the 6 now? The 6 is back in play for your Mavericks.
Jimmy, something I wanted to say to you earlier. I was listening to betting with the bag, you were talking about the Cardinals potentially being a cash cow play because of the market.
Yeah.
But the problem was it was a 7.5 total.
Yeah, no,
When that
low
total
volatility.
is down to below 8. I won't bet.
No, that makes sense.
It's a crazy how much it changes the outlook and how it rings true. Here's the Rockies.
And I want to not talk hockey, but Mike, if it wasn't for Shesterkin, the Rangers are swept in 4 games. Swept in 4 fucking games and have huge answers in the offseason. Now, Shesterkin's spectacular. But
I just wonder if Bobrovsky uses juice. We look at a guy like Sergei.
God.
I saw him play in Philadelphia.
That's the weakest shit.
Come on, man. He's got to own that space. That's a weak call right there.
That's fucking super weak. All right, let's go. I want this game to be a 10-point game going into the fourth quarter.
Jesus, Luca's fucking
God, Luca, maybe 9 if you're gonna fuck around and do it like that.
Jesus, 13 points right now.
On our way to the 8 and 10. Let's go. We need 3 more points from Luca. We need 4 more points from Kyrie.
Ridiculous. I get why people are get frustrated with the NBA from a betting standpoint, but you just gotta take
Back
it
up
into
a little bit. Why is I don't get this shit. I really don't. All right.
They're trying to force him off the 3-point line, run him off the 3-point line, make him play physical, make him go to the paint. Don't let him shoot those step back fucking threes. That's what come on, Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving, bumfuck. Just let us make that another markdown. Kyrie Irving, bumfuck, fraud. Mark that down. Thank you.
I mean, they're shooting he's shooting wide open threes.
Because he's not built for this, Troy. He's a baby back bitch. He's not built for this.
You're tripping. It's
very Irving. You remember that shit in 35 minutes, motherfucker.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't. We talk about poking the bear, poking the lion.
Taking the hat off.
I wouldn't poke Kyrie.
That's good defense right there. Great defense right there. I can see it coming.
That's all they need.
That's fucking
We just need a little bit from Kyrie.
He plays deep.
Yeah.
That was a great play by him.
Let's go. You can't guard you. It's your world. It's your world.
11-point game.
In the bag.
This is the NBA.
Right up time.
Here's the Celtic variance. They better hit a 3. They better hope they hit the next one, bro.
Palms getting sweaty out there, Boston. Palms getting sweaty.
A little bit, LJ.
Ball slips a little bit.
That's travel, bro.
That's pushing the back on Derek White.
That was
it was travel, they call it. Jalen Brown travel.
They get a little tight.
Dutch gets excited. Dutch gets excited. I get fired up. Let's go.
Boy, I just puckering up a little bit. Is it okay? Yeah, put that bullshit hat ass on you. Yeah.
You're right. Hey, he's right.
All right, boys. We need 2 more points from Kyrie to get that plus 600 for the third quarter. 2 more points from Kyrie.
Is it Luka time?
I told you, we just had to change goals. I think I told y'all we just had to change the goals, guys.
Go.
Wow.
2 more Kyrie points, boys. That 10 and 8.
No one's surprised. No one's surprised. I told you guys in the second quarter this game was going to be close. This is the NBA. This is what happens. I said that at least 3 times. This is the NBA. They won't come close. I asked Mikey, did you take the 6.5?
You've been quiet this whole quarter. We don't want to hear you now.
Yeah, Juan's right. You got that. How long have you been wearing the hat now, Jose?
2 seconds. It's on. We're good now.
And
we're good.
And yeah, Troy, Slade Ciccone should have been backed. I'm gonna have to take a walk after the show just to.
Arizona first 5 full game under, boys.
Ciccone is he dealing? I mean, I'm watching the box score right now. I don't want to fucking computer blow up.
Jose, if you take it off, put it back on, and then take it off and put it back, it's just bad juju, my guy. You're just.
Oh, Mike, did you take the 6.5 again?
Not at plus 550. No, I couldn't get it.
Well, fuck me, Mike. I asked you about it 3 times. I want you to take it. I'm trying to help you.
I heard Troy shout it out plus 550. I was content with my
No!
15 and a half and plus 210.
Again, how many times did I say this is the NBA? This game's going to be close. And I asked Mike, take the 6.5 again. He's good money. But the Celtics win this
Sound
game.
like
I'm
that.
not scared.
The way I heard you hooting and hollering, I'm not going to get sucked into your fucking reverse jinx antics here. I'm fucking-
20
What are you talking, Mikey? I'm just a good friend.
Good shit, Mike. Don't strap in the
22-9.
trap. It all
22-9.
matters.
22-9 in the third quarter.
You know he's got
we-
fucking Boston money line with some fucking baseball pick. Guaranteed.
22-9 in the third quarter. A huge run here by the Dallas
It should
Mavericks.
be more than that, Jim. My fault, but it should be more than that. Dallas has missed opportunities.
Agreed, Dutch.
Boston has played horrific this third quarter.
Fully agree. And all those missed shots Dallas had there, where they were even giving up some of them rebounds, and then Boston did nothing.
Kyrie turning over. Yeah, exactly.
We have big Mastro in the house out of Windsor. It's great to see him, man. I love it. And it was who moved on. And shout out to Scarminati. Scarminati also gifted a Pub Sports Radio membership. I don't know if I give him the love that he deserves.
No. Cheers, Scarminati, helping build the community, my guy. Cheers. to you.
Absolutely. And Brian Smith moved on the Mavericks team total over 55 in the second half. Excellent work. Excellent
Good
work.
start. It's a good start.
Let's go.
3-0.
Mavericks backers should feel great, and Celtics backers are very concerned.
We don't need your fucking
I
solid.
mean,
Go
I
out there and
think
get the job done.
we're both kind of in the same area, same rotation, you know. But I'm where I was, man. You get up by 27, 30 points. That's just what Boston is to me, man. They're fugazi. They have all the talent in the world, but they don't got that. Like, we're just gonna.
But this is the NBA. All of these games do this. Everyone starts out 20 and up
No,
the
a
run,
lot of these
and then it
games,
gets
a lot of
close
these games are
again.
made blowouts. A lot of
There
these
you go.
games, we don't
Lively
watch
coming
the
in with the
NBA.
rebound.
I will agree, Jose. 15, 20, 30 points ain't
Like, you're out ahead of us, huh? Like, you're keeping it cool.
But you don't usually get up at this time in this level up by that much. And not good. Boston is just continuously to do that. I mean, they're soft, bro.
Look at Luka.
They're very, very talented though. What do they call them there? There we go. Oh yeah. Porzingis. No.
They're calling it on live.
Oh. They're called Lively there?
I'm shocked. I thought that was.
I mean, look,
KP.
The fans were getting a little quiet in Boston. They had to do something.
Oh no!
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's weak. That's
That was
so
weak.
weak.
It's all right. Put them at the line. They're not doing anything else.
That's
Throw 'em
so
up
weak.
there. Throw them up there. Get them on the line.
God, that's garbage. Shout out to Trisha. 8 months.
There's another foul.
Yeah, Trisha's the truth, man. Love capping with her.
Jane
That's
Brown.
bullshit right there.
There's another foul. Derek
We know
Lively.
Jalen Brown missed his
That
free
was the
throws.
ball.
Like,
I don't know
That is facts, Troy. I'll take one of two from Jalen.
And then it looks like he
Porzingis
was-
0
right
points in
there.
the second half.
Never mind. That left hand was a straight foul.
Why did he do that?
Yeah, if we just go straight up.
So I said, Jimmy, watched him hobble around that last series. I was surprised to see him come out the way he did. Shout out to him for conditioning and being ready. But as this series grinds on, Porzingis is going to roll up to Jose's point like a baby back bitch.
1 out of 3, or 1 out of 2, excuse me. 1 out of 3 is last 4 for JV.
Jalen Brown special.
Lively hasn't looked as impressive as he did against Minnesota. I'll say that.
Come on,
Walk!
Continuing the momentum here, though.
Walk!
Layups.
Walk!
Wow.
Choke artist.
Shouts to Trisha and with the gifted.
Yeah, they're hating on
That's you,
they're hating
Trisha.
on Dallas right now. Holy shit! Everybody travels in the NBA. Okay, ooh, yeah, he did travel big time, but
I mean, Derek, there's another foul.
There.
Trish, thank you for gifting the Pub Sports Radio membership. May that continue to bless our action on Saturday at the spa.
Let's go, especially if you want these Mavericks tonight.
Shout out to you, Trisha. Shout out to Porzingis.
There's his first bucket.
We got to keep it within 13. Man.
Rob, Kyrie Irving missed open three. Bum fuck. Choke artist. Got nothing.
Man, he's been right there, too. I just need 2 more points out of this fucking guy for this plus 600, and he just keeps...
Swing!
4-5 at this point. Yeah, Kyrie is selling at this point.
Another foul on Derek Lively. 5 fouls. Derek Lively doesn't know to play defense. Welcome to the NBA Finals, rookie. Welcome to the NBA Finals.
All right, I'm going to be back to Close, man. Everyone's ahead of me. I'm going to go watch this game in solitude for a little bit. Let's go fucking Mavs, bro.
Oh, no.
So see you, Troy.
Oh, no.
Bye, Troy.
He's nonplussed.
I hope your Mavericks money is good.
There's no reason to panic here. We're rolling in the second half. We're ready to go. We're down.
No, you guys have been fine. Yeah, again, this is the NBA. All these games end up being close. We know what this is.
Jose, it's not the way you say it. It's how you say it. That tone of voice makes me want to fucking come down to San Antonio.
I mean, Mikey, come on, dude. It's the NBA. What can we say?
Respect.
By the way, 0 points, 0 points, 5 fouls for Derek Lively. Pretty good.
Respect.
Pretty good.
It's good for Operation Garcia. But I need Powell in there.
Nothing, you fucking punk bitch. No fucking easy layups.
Wow,
you fucking loser.
Jalen.
God, Al. Relax, Al Horford. You're fucking 40 years old. Relax, dude.
That's the worst shot of the game so far.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It doesn't help that Al Horford has the ugliest fucking jumper as well to make it even worse. But I do love Al Horford. Shout out to Al.
Al's dad looks like he can still play, man.
Dominican jeans, baby. Come on. Swing. Jason, hit a 3 for once.
Perky, we've been sitting here since the first quarter. We need one more fucking bucket from Horford to get the job done. Let's go.
Guys, I think we can safely say 8-0 run. It was the hat.
Fuck your hat.
Hate to do it to you guys. Hate to do it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. Hey, guys, I'm still having a great time. I'm still having a great time.
You were at
Fun times are being had. It's great to share the screen with my good pals here. Mikey, we're going to be on the same side one day, Mikey. It's going to be me and you together in October rooting on the Phillies. Don't worry.
That'll be tough because when we are on the same side, it'll be a no bet for me.
Oh, man. Hey, Mikey, I'm going to be rooting on the Phillies hard as fuck. So
I would appreciate you not.
I've already got him, and I'm rooting for him, just cheering him on. I believe. Come on, what could possibly go wrong?
Texas Rangers not making the playoffs. I don't know. I'm just thinking a couple things out loud.
Don't worry, the Rangers and then the Dodgers this year, and so are the Astros. Those are the two teams I don't believe in.
No, the Bats have definitely stepped into order though. They've got a great lineup offensively. They can move it around as they need to make things happen. And their pitchers are fire. Shout out to Dabby Cab talking about the sub-twos on predominantly the entire pitching staff.
If only Ranger Suarez was healthy the beginning of last year. If only. Then Mikey would have been different.
The 4.5 is available now after the Bombers turned the ball over.
I thought you were talking about
by the way, Ramon Scott saying injury to Soto reported as forearm discomfort.
No.
Soto being Juan?
Kapansky says, are the Oilers faster? They are not.
Whoa.
Yeah, Ramon, let me know what Soto that is.
Jimmy, we're going to have to stream a fucking NHL game together.
I know we're talking about that. I would love that. But they're not faster. The problem is the Canes and the Perrys, but they don't want to have Kane and Perry in the same lineup because they're worried about the speed. So, and Edmonton has bench possibilities. They're 3 or 4 guys that are ready to go. We'll see.
By the way, Jimmy, I can confirm I have Evan Bouchard now, or whatever his name is, tattooed on the back of my mind as the guy I should have taken in our fucking contest. I now know who he is for the Edmonton Oilers.
You still have a chance to get that $200 of buy-ins. And
yeah, we have. I
get it for you, Mikey. You got it.
Average
there
out,
we
baby.
go. We got a prop. We're in the W, boys. Let's get that one.
Oh, Kyrie, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Kyrie misses another fucking shot. It's like he knows I need him at plus 600, and he just says, fuck you.
Mikey,
put that back on.
I told you. Kyrie, Joseph Stalin, Irving. Come on. Don't fall for his propaganda. I'm a changed man.
Your historical
I'm a great teammate.
Don't correlate with what I'm thinking about how Kyrie approaches the game. I mean, there's a big difference here. But nonetheless, I need 2 more points from Kyrie. Give it to me at the end. Sink it with
another missed layup by Kyrie Irving because Average Al has him in fucking Alcatraz.
This will be the biggest bad beat probably of fucking all time. I've needed 2 points from this asshole at plus 600 for 6 minutes now. And we're still sitting here with 14 seconds left now going nothing.
He'll in garbage time, he'll dribble by someone because that's all he can do.
I need it in the third quarter. I can't wait the whole game. I need it now. Now at plus 600. This fucking guy. Luka did his part.
Jaylen Brown. Oh, come on, Kyrie. One time for Mikey. With Drew Holiday on him, nope, he dishes it out. And that's Kyrie Irving's participation in the offense. That's it. That's all he's got.
Yeah,
oh, what a shit bailout.
Jimmy, I know what you say about the have to walk it off here. If we get to this thing and he doesn't get it, I'm going to have to walk this one off. This guy said fucking
okay, I'm moving on the Bombers at 6.5.
It's awesome.
I just moved on the Bombers plus 6.5 plus a hundo. Or sorry. Fuck. For a hundo at minus 150. Oh shit. Fuck. Sorry, excuse me. At minus 115. Yeah. Plus 6.5 minus 115.
6.5, Jim?
Yes, I just moved on the plus 6.5 at minus 115. It's available still right now.
Damn.
Kyrie Irving. Canadian.
Get that CFL action in, lads.
Get a refill. I'll be right back, boys. Kyrie Irving. What the fuck?
Okay.
Minus 108 on FanDuel. So, are you betting that on Bet365?
Yes.
All right. So I gotta go to Bet365.
But I'm sure it's available at other books.
Yeah, FanDuel's got 5.5 at minus 108.
Swing.
Yeah, but Bet365 has 6.5 at minus 115.
Yeah, I would take the 6.5. 7 cents worth that point. It's 5.5 or 6.5. All right, we have the live total at 205.5. Shout out to Razor Sharp Picks, who's GFG Gamblers First Glance 215.5. Celtics are up 20 right now. Live spreads at 17.5. That is our situation right now.
Jimmy, I'm having a great time. Are you?
I'm okay. Chase J says it's 5.5 on FanDuel. Worth it still? I mean, it's just such a big difference between 5.5 and 6.5, but it's not a big difference at 17.5. So yeah, I think it's fine. I think the Bombers come down here and score a touchdown and make this a game. So yeah, I wouldn't be against the 5.5. Gerald Jones on the MLB heater. Dirty Red said I don't lie bet because I'd just be doubling down what I was getting at the beginning of bet. That's important, Dirty Red. You got to get a better number. And shout out to Trisha J. Trisha keeping us pumped up here. Cliff Yang looking at that 6.5 at BetMGM. Yeah, I mean 17.5 is not a score where you need to be that uncomfortable between the 5.5 and the 6.5. Shout out to Trish. Let's put our drinks
up.
Shout out
to you,
here.
Trisha. I'm going to continue talking about propaganda, but shout out to you, Trisha.
I should take a shot, Trish, but I gotta do some. don't even want to know. I gotta watch some San Diego Cage Warriors for tomorrow night.
Hell yeah. Billy's, it's pretty fucked up that our guy Conor McGregor just hurts his shin on Molly and clubs.
Did you see this IG post earlier today, though?
I did not. What did he do?
It's him sitting down, and he's like, it's like the caption's like a grin. So the fight hasn't been canceled, but Volkanovski's supposed to be the backup.
How funny would it be if he just lulls what's his name to sleep and fucking beats him? There's no way. I think McGregor.
To be honest with you, if Conor McGregor walks inside the cage, it's probably gonna be one of my biggest bets of the year. He should absolutely fucking smoke Michael Chandler. It should
really.
It shouldn't be close.
Wow.
The way Michael Chandler fights, he doesn't throw in combination. He throws one punch. In the way that Conor McGregor fights, he traps his opponents in to take big punches. I think if that fight goes off, McGregor probably knocks him out within the first 2 rounds.
Wow. I obviously I don't talk to UFC to many people, but I assumed everyone thought he was going to get his shit rocked because he's in clubs, probably on Molly, making out with women that may or may not be his wife. So that's very interesting.
Granted, Michael Chandler's had a good run in the UFC and all that, but like he's a Bellator fighter. It's not like he's fighting like Dustin Poirier or Islam Makhachev or something like that. God be damned if fucking Dana White promotes a Bellator fighter over the biggest UFC cash cow in history.
And how big of an underdog is he right now?
To pick him. That's what I'm saying. You're getting Conor McGregor at minus 110. Like, you take it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I would have assumed that Michael Chandler was like minus like 300, 400 plus. But yeah, that's funny. Okay, interesting. All right, sorry. I wanted to sidetrack because I was interested there.
And if he does have a torn ACL, that means he should probably go for a knockout quicker rather than later.
All right, game back on. Here we go. Again, I just want another acknowledgement for a good coach in Joe Mazzulla. Took his timeouts, got his team through that run, and now back up 20. Good coach.
I can't believe you're still talking.
Of course. I'm not going to stop talking until this series ends and I see rings on Jason Tatum's fingers.
Shout out to you and shout out to Columbia for making it all happen.
Wow. Yes. Jesus.
Oh man, I was offered that once, Mikey. Too pussy to do it. I can't snort things. That's too scary for me. What am I gonna do? Kyrie Irving, dumbass fucking foul right there.
Another. I mean, it's like he is trying. You know, somebody said it earlier. He's selling the game. He did. All these fucking chances. Luka's got to be looking at it. You know what would make me happy? Luka bitch slaps him on the sidelines at a timeout and says, "Get your shit together."
Again, I've seen this before. He threw the fucking Celtics versus Bucks series because he just kept trying to switch on Giannis one-on-one.
Dude,
he's a fucking choke artist.
That third quarter, I don't want to talk about a guy throwing something, but I will talk about it with this fucking guy. That third quarter, 7 minutes, he needed 2 points. He did nothing. He off his toe, travel. What the fuck?
Mikey, I'm glad you could come to the right side of history and not like Kyrie Irving. I'm glad we're finally.
I'm not there yet. I'm just.
Oh, come on, Mikey.
About this thing here, I still don't think Dallas wins, but.
You do not think that he is?
Yeah, I felt great when they were fucking rolling. You guys know the deal here. We're up 16 points in the third quarter. Things are looking good. Everything's looking like it's going to maybe cash with some great plus money spots. And then I don't know what happened that last 5 minutes of the fourth. Kyrie happened in that last 5 minutes of the third quarter is what happened.
Jimmy, I bet you love all these Luka Doncic points.
Yes,
yeah. All these Luka points, and he's the only guy. This is going to be the whole series, just microcosm in one game. Luka's going to go off, get his, and nobody else is going to do jack shit.
Let's fucking go.
Stop. Alouettes?
Oh, it's a tough one here.
A battle.
That's all gambling is. This should be a very, very good day, but God damn, it's just such a never-ending battle. And in all honesty, I'm so excited, and I mean, I can't fucking wait to cap tomorrow's card. I have set up my worksheet, but to dive into it, it's so much fun what we do. But the stakes are high, and you have to succeed, and you got to keep. And then, so yesterday I kept it tight because I went 3-0 early, and those would have been losers that I would have added. And then today I kept it tight again, and those were winners that I didn't add. I think you just got to fire away.
Jimmy, let me share a little stat with you that may or may not influence your Saturday action here.
Oh, Saturday action has not been bet yet because Sharps are on the Oilers in game 1.
Oh. Stanley Cup favorites when the total is bigger than a 5.
Well, when is it not being bigger than a 5? What the fuck are you talking about?
12-0.
5?
Bottom line is, as long as it's not a 5, the Stanley Cup home favorites getting the job done. First game of the playoffs.
When's the last time it wasn't at least a 5, Mikey? Do you have that?
God, we got to go back to the
Martin Brodeur.
I'd have to adjust the.
You'd have to go back.
Mikey, this is there's a huge difference between last year and this year, in that Nuge, Ekholm, there are Oilers and Draisaitl are all business. Not saying McDavid isn't, but these guys are just all such business right now. They're not excited to be in the Stanley Cup Finals. That's very, very important for the Oilers and anyone backing the Oilers, is that they're just all business here. They've found a nut I don't think they can crack. That's all.
I'll give you a stat.
Sure.
One of my best friends goes to a lot of live games. He is traveling from Ra-Cha-Cha on down to watch this Florida Panthers Edmonton Oilers game. Game number 1. He's never won a favorite spot that he's at. His team has never won when he goes live in person. That's a fact. It's a fact.
Oh, fucking Drew. Nice.
And who is he on?
He's a Florida Panthers fan. He loves the Panthers. I gave him the red jersey. He's got the fucking tropical palm tree jersey. He's got the whole fucking arsenal of jerseys. He was showing them to me. He's like, I'm going to bring all these down there. I'm like, dude, you're going to one game. Nonetheless, he's never won when he goes to a game and he's rooting for his team. Bills.
But by the way, another lob attempt unsuccessful by the Mavericks.
Hard to quantify that kind of inside information, but we're not boots on the ground yet. We are part of the ether that is who's rooting for who.
5 of 23 from 3-point land are the Dallas Mavericks.
I think that a feather in my cap is that all of the Canadians think that the streak of Canadian teams not winning Stanley Cup is going to end.
Oh, yes. Derek White.
Well, you're a fade the trend guy, so you're expecting. I'm surprised as a
I'm not a fade the trend guy.
Fade the trend. You're just not a believer in the trend. I'm surprised at that point that you're not looking at it thinking objectionably. I want USA teams to win the cup all the time. But in this case here, I do want to see some Edmonton. Florida's not a hockey state. I don't care.
Definitely not a hockey state. They could give 2 shits less about
Arizona is a better hockey state than Florida. How about that? I said
when I was in Tampa, I guess maybe it was around exactly a year ago. I think I hung out with Big Ragu and Big Ragu Jr. as well. This is dope, man. He's got a junior, and I hung out with Kelly. I was in Florida. I was in Tampa, and you couldn't go anywhere without them talking about the Lightning. They were playing the Leafs at the time, so I guess it was like 13 months ago or whatever. They were playing the Leafs. It was everyone wearing Lightning jerseys. Every bar was filled with Lightning jerseys. In every bar I went to, if the game was on, the audio was on. I was impressed. I was really impressed.
A survey of Florida fans. Are you a Heat fan or a Florida Panthers fan? It would be 80-20.
The Floridian hockey fans are about to stand up, guys. You guys just poked the nest. Watch out.
Are they going to give up this golden opportunity?
Not that concerned, Jose.
NHL's been talking about all this stuff, how they want to promote more into Canada, this, that, and the third. And then they have the All-Star game in Canada. They give up the golden fucking opportunity to promote Connor McDavid. I don't think so.
Did you guys see, on a side note, the distance required to travel between the Edmonton Oilers and Florida Panthers, the biggest in Stanley Cup history, which certainly will affect players, but the media has to have like 2 stops to be able to go from Edmonton to.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's going to take like 24 hours. They might as well fly around the world, dude.
There's got to be Edmonton to Fort Lauderdale. There's got to be that.
Something. There's got to be something. These guys are going to be gassed by like the 4th or 5th game of the series.
Ramon's saying it's that 2-2-1-1-1.
I hope so. It'd be spectacular, especially the 1-1-1 for the media personality that has to go between them all. Dude, they said they had like 3 stops. They couldn't go direct. They had to have multiple stops.
I was saying that this Florida Ranger series was so good for hockey. So good for the building new fans, finding new fans. This Oilers Panthers Stanley Cup final is so good for fans. It's bad, obviously, very bad. Hockey's very upset that these 2 small market teams are playing, but
that's great. And that's why I love it even more.
It's a great Stanley Cup. It's going to be a lot of fun.
By the way, just for you guys, wondering at home, the cheapest flight from Fort Lauderdale to Edmonton for tomorrow, $677. However, that flight is actually from Miami to Vancouver, and then you have an overnight layover in Vancouver, and then you have to go from Vancouver to Edmonton. So actual prices are $1,400.
Yeah, that's a battle.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Fine, the chat said it enough. Where's Dutch?
They're going to earn
it. The chat's asking for him.
Well, you put that hat on and he got pissed.
Well, the hat has to come on. You guys started feeling good about yourself. And I said, all right, enough's enough.
Live total at 198.5, spread at 17.5.
Fanatical Jim, I agree with you. You can argue McDavid makes up for that. The exposure will be huge for McDavid. I mean, yeah, everybody wants to hear Matthew Tkachuk win the Stanley Cup, right? I mean, that sounds great. Oh, Sergei Bobrovsky is a fucking champion. Everybody wants to hear that.
Yeah, I think are we talking about the world or are we talking about North America? Alexander Barkov will become the first Finnish captain to win a Stanley Cup. The first Finnish captain to win the Stanley Cup. That's a big deal. Of course,
Jimmy, did their dad win a cup? The Tkachuks?
Keith never won a Stanley Cup.
Oh, my God. Kyrie Irving's getting put in the blender again by Al Horford. Jesus Christ. Nothing. My favorite thing to do, by the way, is to randomly ask Jimmy questions. I just have questions sometimes that I need answered. Like my most recent question to Jimmy was asking about the Anaheim fucking Ducks and how the fuck did they win a Stanley Cup. I was like, what the fuck?
I'd love to talk about how they won a Stanley Cup because for me, it was all, and that was my first $1,000 bet. And for those of you who know the story, I was offered a $1,000 bet and I couldn't, I had no money. I was broke ass comic. And I said $500. I couldn't do the 1,000 with the guy. It's awful. But Chris Pronger was the best defenseman in the NHL at the time. He took the Oilers to the Stanley Cup the year before, but he banged, I don't know, I can't remember the weather reporter or the one of the Edmonton girls, and his wife obviously nonplussed with that. So she said, we have to leave Edmonton or I'm leaving you and the kids are leaving you. So
God damn.
He had to be traded. So they traded him to Anaheim, and Anaheim immediately made the Stanley Cup final. And the Anaheim Scott Niedermayer defensive pair, one of the best defensive pairs in the history of NHL. Literally, the Scott Niedermayer, Chris Pronger on defense. You could put that up probably against any defensive pair in the history of the NHL. Yeah. Then you had Paul Kariya and Solani, both in their primes, but it was...
Who was the goalie?
Jean-Sebastien Giguère.
I've never heard of that human in my life. Okay.
And he was a monster in that series. Turnsey says, I believe they swept the Wings that year. God, I couldn't pull that out.
Yeah, I got to go back in the archives. I was with Jimmy on the finals, but the process that they did to get there was Impressive. That was when they
Yes.
still had Detroit was back in the West, weren't they? That was Detroit in the West.
These are the random questions I asked Jimmy.
Scott Niedermeyer is a fucking American hero.
God, he was so good. Go. Christopher Ing says you did comedy once, Jimmy. That's cool. That's so funny. That's just like, hey, that's a funny sketch. 17 years of my fucking life, Christopher. The worst fucking hellholes. 5 years in Los Angeles. No fixed address for 4 years. Yeah,
Avoiding the tax man.
Oh, come on, Jose. Let's not go back there, man.
Eating ribs every night like it didn't matter. I remember.
No, the ribs came after I booked Underclassmen. Really, it wasn't Underclassmen. I had holes in my shoes when I booked Underclassmen. I had holes in my shoes when I did stand up at that.
Oh wow. Or Nelly. Who was that?
What was what? Say what?
Underclassmen was at Bow Wow?
No, it was Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon.
God bless Nick
Sweetie-
Cannon and his multiple wives and children.
Sweetie says, do Canadians have SAG health insurance? It's not SAG, it's ACTRA. And yes, but you have to make a certain amount of money. So I only had full health insurance for like 3 years or 4 years. And
obviously you weren't going to the doctor.
No. Yes, Joseph Gomez said, "Did you ever meet Gary Owen?" Yes, I opened for Gary Owen. Yes, and look at that, Sean Higgs in the house with an $84 dono. Look at this guy.
Oh,
you know which cappers are the winners here. Sean Higgs, man, thank you, dude. What a great capper, what a friend he is. Thank you for that.
Late night money.
Yes, I opened for Gary Owen. And God, what the hell's wrong with me? Who is the SNL? God,
Jim Candy.
No, the SNL. Remember he got he was in a limo bus and there was a car accident.
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Thank you. I opened for Gary Owen and Tracy Morgan at the Vancouver Yuck Yucks right when I started to pop. Like I think FD3 was just me and those two guys. The first show,
FD3,
Gary Owen was clearly phenomenal comic. And this is back. We're talking, it gotta be 2004, 2005, Gary Owen was clearly a monster comic. And Tracy Morgan was in the kind of situation, and there's nothing wrong with it, that, depending on what's going on, with his happiness levels, decide, how long he's going to go on, how good he's going to do, whatever. So, when Tracy Morgan, so Gary Owen went first, Tracy Morgan went second. No, Tracy Morgan was close to closing both of the shows, but Gary Owen was very good. So when I would introduce Tracy Morgan, the crowd would go ballistic, and Tracy Morgan would come up on stage and he would grab his dick and he'd go, the first thing he'd say is somebody gonna get pregnant tonight, and dude, the crowd would go bananas. We're talking like they're like, oh my god, this is so exciting. And
I'm gonna get pregnant tonight. Me.
No, I don't think it was those people. It was just funny, It's a funny way to open up a line. Nobody thought that they were gonna catch Tracy's sperm, I don't think. But in Tracy's first set, he does over an hour. And it's not very good. Like some of these guys, I don't know if they're prepping for a special or whatever, but there was not a lot of written material. There was a lot of improvisation. It was just kind of him hanging out for over an hour or whatever.
Like trying stuff out and just seeing how, back and forth.
But also, and the worst at that was Eddie Griffin. The Comedy Store at the time when I was doing 5 nights a week there, it was the worst of the 3 big clubs in LA. And when Eddie Griffin would walk in the Comedy Store, everybody would leave. And that's the comedians, not the audience. The audience would get excited, but the comedians would leave. I didn't understand why that was. That very first time Eddie Griffin walked in, all the comics go, ugh, and they all leave. And then the guy, Mike, who's running the bar, he goes, do you want to go on after Eddie Griffin? And I was like, of course I do. Yes, I want to so badly, I didn't realize that 2.5 hours would go by. So that first time, I remember it was a Tuesday night in the belly room of the Comedy Store. Eddie Griffin does 2.5 hours. There, and I'm counting the heads in the audience. There were 21 people by the end of the set. 21 people. He closed, and 17 of them left.
That's a long time.
2.5 hours. He just chain smoked. He was doing no material at all.
Damn.
None. He was just like chain smoking and riffing. Chappelle does that too. Chappelle will just
he'll roll up there and whack around 4.5, 5 hours.
And he'll struggle. Like it's not very good.
Yeah.
Like it's not like what you dreamt of seeing Chappelle. It's like
Corey Holcomb said that on his show. Like, why doesn't anyone say anything about it?
Holcomb did say that. Yeah,
they giving him a pass just because he's Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, man. It's like but Chappelle's so much better than Eddie Griffin. Back to the Tracy Morgan thing. So the first show, Tracy Morgan does over an hour, whatever. Jerry Owen, and this is why this whole thing came up. Jerry Owen's a fucking monster. He's one of those white boys that can do all black rooms and destroy. He's one of those comics who can do any room that is given to him. Like from a skill set, like he's just a monster. And I didn't know Jerry Owen at the time at all. So Jerry Owen, the second show crushes. Tracy goes on and opens up to huge excitement. And then, it's hard following these monsters. Like it's just, Jerry Owen is like at the very top of his game 20 years ago. I don't know what he's doing now. I imagine it's probably very impressive. Tracy Morgan is a very funny person who hasn't written hours of great material. He's just an extremely funny person, and it's very hard to do that for a long period of time. And so the second show, I'm in the back of the club watching Tracy do okay, and Tracy closes 25 minutes into his act. And I have to sprint from the back room, sprint on stage. And I look at the audience, I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, I'm sorry. I didn't say I'm sorry, but that's what I was saying. I was like, that's the end of our show. Like, but these guys like Jerry Owen are, they're very hard to follow. They're very hard to follow. And I've had those experiences too. There's some guys that are very hard to follow. The first person that jumps in my head is there's a comic in Vegas named Trix. Trix grew up out here in Toronto and was a big DJ and hosted all the rap battles, and he was a big DJ and he learned to become a great comic, and he's a monster comic right now. Now he's not liked in the Toronto comedy scene because
I'm interested. Go ahead. I'm interested.
Now Trix is probably a guy who could have lots of great looking women. We've never seen him with a great looking woman. He has a foot fetish, and it's a men's feet.
Can I sell him my feet pics?
I don't know how much he would buy them for, but he'd be interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you get me in contact with him? I'd like a second source of income.
Well, so I know that the game's out of reach, and this is why we're in these conversations, and you guys can stop this anytime you guys want. But
no, I'm interested.
But
Jimmy, I'm going to find myself immediately not interested at some point during this story.
Well, there are comics friends of mine that who fell for this.
Oh,
and not Pavi.
Okay.
Not Pavi. As far as I know, it wasn't Pavi. But a bunch of the comics, he would say, "Look, I don't know how he would trick them. He'd be like, "Look, I'm doing this. I know. I'll give you a fucking Sega Genesis. It was a past Sega Genesis. I don't know. I'll give you a Nintendo
sure.
I don't know what the fuck PlayStation.
I would also do that if he told me PlayStation 2 for feet pics, done, sent.
And that's what would happen. And he would like just wiggle your feet around for a little bit. Now there are comics that I know. Oh fuck, Miss Bombers field goals. You got
like Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
Oh my god.
I mean, Billy, but it's Jeffrey Dahmer. You just got to send him pictures of your feet, and you don't got to get near him. It's great. Yeah. It's the best version of Jeffrey.
Wiggle your toes
In reality, though, Swiggy, for our live bet, we just need the touchdown, but that's atrocious. So back to this story. You know, a bunch of my colleagues were embarrassed to talk about it and shit like that. And
I'm
so,
going to ask, who is this again?
who's the comedian?
Yeah.
Tricks. Trix.
Tricks. I'm gonna ask our friend Sonny Dollywall about this very
He'll have
topic.
lots of stories about all this.
Good. I'm excited. By
But
the way, shout out to
Tricks-
Pavy.
Tricks and these comics who have these weird issues are still deadly comics. And Tricks middled for me when I headlined the Calgary Yuck Yucks, and he was a tricky comic to go on after. At the time, that week they had found a baby in a dumpster. The baby was still alive. They brought the baby back to health, but a young pregnant woman had left the baby in the dumpster, and they found it. And so I just wanted to change the vibe from Tricks, because Tricks was like, very different from me, and he was very like happy-go-lucky and friendly, and so I would open my show with I always wanted to be a father, so I've come to Calgary to search your dumpsters. And it would get like a really bad reaction, but it was like a good switch after Tricks. But I wasn't able to deliver.
I can see how that wouldn't hit very hard.
Yeah, you are.
I can see how I can already hear the crowd being like, "Ooh!" Well, that's the reaction you want.
I'm not even from Calgary in that age.
Oh fuck!
But Tricks was
I'll
hard
be
to
curious
follow.
the process in which you developed and saying that was a great one to move.
Hey,
I
Jimmy,
like that one.
Did you see the Tom Brady roast?
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it for the first few weeks because I was struggling and I just wasn't in the right mood for it. But I've watched most of it since. I'm like maybe an hour 45 through.
Okay.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
It was pretty good. I liked it.
We're not going to see it done again, though. I don't think we'll see another roast like that again. Honestly,
I'll tell you, the spot where they were going after Robert Kraft and Tom Brady got up did seem original and raw. They told him,
that was no. He doesn't like anyone because that guy's like his dad.
Yeah, he said,
So.
It wasn't about Robert Kraft though. It was about Tom Brady. That's why he did that.
Yeah, but he was also going into the massage process. And,
I mean, yeah. How can you? And it's of course, it was Jeff Ross. How can you expect no one to make that joke? I mean, that just writes itself. It's so easy. By the way, my brother actually pointed this out to me. I was at this bar. It was like a strip mall bar. It was kind of dingy, whatever. But there was a massage parlor, and it was like 9:00, and it was open. And my brother was like, "You know why that's open?" And I was like, "No." And I was like, "Oh my god, that must be a Robert Kraft kind of parlor." I didn't realize that 9 p.m. massage parlors. You know what those mean? I didn't realize. So, fun fact.
They're all Robert Kraft massage parlors.
Also, we have Trisha talking about Paul Mooney, and says, "My guy, Paul Mooney." You want to talk about, Eddie Griffin's not respected. We could talk about comics who aren't respected. You want to talk about a comic who was respected was Paul Mooney.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard about him.
Mooney was respected across the board enormously. He was really, really, really respected. Like he was absolutely, like from the old heads to the young heads, he was just beloved. So
I love comedy, especially when comedians are transparent and talk about their lives. That's like the best storytellers, in my opinion.
Sure, yeah. No, I feel you.
Jimmy, obviously, you know that my first comedy show was Pavy's, my first real one. I enjoyed it, actually.
So did I lose my bet?
It's 107.
Well, looking good.
107.89.
No, you're
20 seconds left.
Oh,
no, you're catching.
Yeah, I'm good.
You got this. Yeah, you're
got
good.
it. I got my unit back.
Man.
Goddammit.
And by the way, Leonard Porsche giving you the good news, Jimmy. Operation Garcia, 11-6. 11-6 days. So.
I don't even want to talk about how bad.
Oh, I cashed both rebound props too. Luka and Tatum both got their rebound prop.
Yeah, the fucking over killed this SGP. Should have been on the under with the
Well, lads, get used to it. The series, game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4. It's going to look like this again and again And again, Luka Doncic, score your 30 points. Have fun. Enjoy it. Kyrie Irving, you're a fucking fraud, and you always have been, and you always will be, you fucking loser.
I give you that one. Kyrie played bad. I agree.
Yeah, he did.
Jose, I don't want to put it on you, Jose, but I will in this particular instance here. You know, the hat came on. I don't know what it was. The bow tie was down on the
The
front.
fucking hat better be back on Sunday.
You were rolling this fucking hat, and then he took it off, and we all saw what happened. Then he put it back on, and despite the reverse juju, your boys came back and got the job done. So now the question is, what are you going to do? You have to keep one-upping. That's the way this works in the gimmicky fucking swag game. So what are you going to do next? And then let's hope you take it off halfway through the fucking game. What do you got?
Well, Mikey, what I'm going to do next is keep cashing bets on the Celtics. Because I can't wait. I can't wait. Everyone's going to be like, oh, the Mavericks, they just got blown out by 70 points. They're going to come back so good. Jason Kidd is such a good coach. He's going to make the adjustments. Jason Kidd's a fucking loser, too. He's a loser. And when he comes back to Boston, you know what happens, Mikey?
I
He
don't.
starts shaking. He starts shaking like a crack addict with withdrawal. He gets scared because this is the place where the Celtics fan called him a fucking abuser or whatever the fuck happened. He's a loser. He's a fraud. Joe Mazzulla is a better coach. Kyrie Irving's a loser. And you guys saw it all right there. I gave you guys the script, and I hope you guys enjoyed game one because we're going to see 3 more of these.
Jose, I don't want to have to play the juju on the swag game with you, but you have to go even bigger than the previous game to keep the swag game rolling. And you went all out game one. So good luck to you to figure out how to top yourself in game 2.
Thank you. Helga's not pleased with me, so this should be a fun evening.
Did you get pepperoni on your pizza?
Yes, I did. And as well as on my nipples, obviously. But
Jesus.
Wow.
Well, I am going to move one final time. We cashed that under 223.5. I'm going to move on to plus 10.5 on the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Plus 10.5. I just don't think Caleros goes out like this. So, if I lose this, obviously, I will lose live betting today. Under 223.5 won't matter anymore. So we'll see. We'll see how it all bangs out. Thank you guys for rolling with us. Those of you on screen and those of you rolling in the chat. This was a very thorough victory by the Boston Celtics. Game 2 is on Sunday. Kelly McInnes says, great call, Razor, on the under. The line movement up to 17.5, 217.5 from that 214. And it didn't matter. And good God, Leonard, did we need this? This will be one of the biggest nights I've had in a long time, but we're still trying to climb out of the whole of the second and third rounds. But I do think, Leonard, that it's very important that we haven't disregarded Operation Garcia. And when Mike Money says, you know, how would you change things? Obviously, I'm biased from what we've seen this year because this is the first year I've bet it and the third year I've tracked it. But the play-in in the first round crushed. And obviously, I think the NBA Finals will crush all the time because there will be the penchant for that one player to step up, even though we haven't really seen that in the playoffs this year. We haven't seen those guys going for 50-plus, except for Jalen Brunson. We're going to talk a lot about all of this. Lucky Power in the house, Coogee Camp, Step Back Jay. We want to shout you guys all out. But thank you to everybody who joined us on camera. We're going to go around the horn and close up. There's a couple cappers that aren't here anymore. Troy Torrance, thank you. Dutch Boy Fresh, thank you for rocking with us. And Guillermo Zertucci shouting out, Nasty Nate said, such a good night for me. Son graduated, got his first car, and Celtics put in work. Shout out to Nasty
I know
Nate.
Nasty Nate cried.
All the
I know he
fathers out
cried.
there leading by example. There's so many in our squad. There's so many family men in our squad. And I'm really proud of the squad that we run with. So congratulations to you, Nasty Nate, and your boy. We got Rhode Island's finest right there. Thank you for mentioning that, G. So let's go around the horn and talk about what's up next for all of us here. Mikey Money, talk to us about the Sports Money handle and where we can find that YouTube channel. I'm a subscriber of your channel. Tell them where we can find you.
I saw that, and I appreciate that, you guys. Sports Money. We're out here doing a bunch of things here, just a community to let some guys that don't get the opportunity to come up and speak. We're all doing it. We've got some big things happening. Saturday live streams are where it's at. We got a big one coming up this week as well. So Sports Money. Follow me on X at PimpSlapPOD and go over to the channel and subscribe. I'm excited though, Jimmy. We got I'm going to be around with Razor tomorrow, getting it done. I'm going to show you boys how them standard breads run on Saturday. Get yourself ready. We got a big standard bread day on Saturday, and we'll get rolling right into this weekend. So it's going to be there we go. It's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. Let's get them straps polished up and ready to go. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We love you, Mikey. And yes, a huge day on Saturday that we are extremely pumped up about our big NBA show, or sorry, Belmont show. Of course, Sunday we're going to have an NBA live stream, but Saturday we are right here at 10:30 a.m. Razor and I co-hosting, and, you know, all of the cavalcade of thoroughbred cappers, your big Ragoos, your Mr. Gokesters, Guillermo Zertucci.
Standard breads too.
And the standard breads, of course. If you, Mikey, look, whatever pays, man, whatever pays. Sean Higgs says being a dad is great, but the best part about kids is making them. Oh, that Jose would love that, because Jose always applauds.
Mikey, congrats on fucking Mikey.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry,
LJ,
Shawnee.
my man, so great to have you back in business with us, my guy. Where can we find you? What's going on with Raw Words podcast? You know, it's the low season right now, but high season right around the corner. What's going on? Where can everybody find you, my man?
Hey, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take the summer, take my time, and gear up for football season. Big football season coming up, so that's why I'll get back on my content, putting out shows, content, things like that. And find me here, man. Pull up Sports Radio anytime. Do some live capping. I'll be on here. I'm on there with Mikey. You know, anytime y'all need me, I'm willing to share my expertise to, you know, try to get this money. So,
oh,
hey.
Jesus Christ, he's wide open. That's just absolute trash. Yeah. Flea flicker up fucking okay.
I thought you were talking about Jose for a minute. I was like,
oh,
yeah,
my
he's wide
God.
open. All right.
A fucking flea flicker this late? You got to be fucking kidding me. Preston says he'll be here to collect the 10K when the Celtics win game 2. AOD says Jose's OnlyFans coming soon. Millsy says, how we doing? What a call by fucking Moss. Flea flicker right now up 20. Jesus Christ. Brizzy, my man. DC Capper coming off a huge day. I'd love to see it, DC. Brizzy, my man, you are with us tomorrow. You are breaking down game 2 of the NBA Finals on Betting with the Bag tomorrow, and you've been running dumb hot on our show, and I love it. Brizzy, talk to us about the big podcast that you're a part of, our big UFC podcast, Locker Room podcast. It's available right now for UFC Cincinnati. You guys crushed last week. Talk about what's going on for you, Brizzy, my man.
Yeah, we got the UFC popping off this weekend, UFC St. Louis. Make sure you guys check it out here on the channel. And you got to follow me over on X at GettingBills_. We got a nice little Cage Warriors card tomorrow, San Diego for Cage Warriors. Nice little late night card. And shit, if there's a sport that we've been hotter on than fucking NBA, it's been the WNBA. Welcome to the W. Talk about the games tomorrow night. 7-2 run this last week. So, you know, tomorrow's NBA Finals talk, but we're giving out some WNBA winners too. That's why you guys got to hit the like and subscribe here at Pump Sports Radio.
I love
Jimmy,
it.
shout out to Swig Bets, throwing the $100 UFC contest in there on Saturdays. Free money to gain out of our guy Jeff Slaughter and the PSR community. I'm going to tell you all this. You're on fucking notice. What I come in second this past week? We're only getting better, baby. I'm coming for the fucking golden strap on Saturday. $100 is going to be in my pocket. But go out there and enter, because it'd be nice to say that I beat 150 people instead of 140.
Yeah, the contest is Money in the Bank. The live stream's Money in the Bank. Saturday, we're going all day, all night. It starts with the Say Hey plays of the day. that rolls in. That actually starts half an hour earlier with our horse racing show, but both shows go on at the same time, and then rolls into our big UFC show. Jose, my man, I will have my fingers on the trigger to close out this show, so you can put a bow on this. But I really, truly want to thank all of you guys in the chat. Mr. Sean Higgs, nasty. Yeah, Sean, the under was glorious. I tied it into the Bombers money line, which is obviously stupid at this point. But Montreal is just, and I should have realized when Slatsy talked about the confidence that Moss had, the quiet confidence. Shawnee Higgs, Swiggy, Jason Torres, Panger Life, Lucky Power, AOD, Millsy. Thank you guys. Flea, Mathis, DC Capper, Kelly McInnes, Joseph Alvarado, Von Polo, Guillermo Certucci, Cliff Yang, Kuji Cam, Step Back Jay. Thank you guys so much for being here. Trisha M, thank you for the donos. Ken Wood, who won our horse race today, gave half of it back in donos for memberships. Thank you to Ken Wood. And thank you to all of you guys. This is a big, long series and a very fun series that we have ahead of us. And I can't wait to get that cash with you guys all. Jose, I got my finger on the trigger. We got a big card to cap tomorrow. And we need to get that cash. So take us home. Jose Bouquet, take us home.
Yeah, I appreciate all of you guys staying around here for this resounding ass whooping the Celtics gave out. I appreciate, Mikey, I respect you the most, Mikey, because you stuck around. I saw him drop like flies. Troy Torrance leaves. He can't handle the pressure. Dutch Boy Fresh, he disappears. He can't handle the pressure. They just can't handle it. And they got out of the kitchen because guess what? The Celtics are going to chef it up and just keep putting it in there. Ingredients, and making a nice souffle of a 4-0 sweep. Kyrie Irving, I fucking told you. I see through your lies. I see through your propaganda. You're a fucking fraud, and everyone in the NBA is going to know it now. You fucking losers. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, I can't get my mouth around that thing. Oh.
Pub Sports Radio's the crew, that's a fact. We all about bread, making bank accounts fat. Who the hell is that? LJ from the H, I stack green like Boston. Shout out to Nasty Nate from down south, where we ride on slabs. 420 highway smoking with that boy Dabby Cab. Swing by Dallas with them Cowboy fans so we can smoke out J Money, cause you know that's our mans. Us against the bookies, put money in our pockets. Fly out to Vegas, meet up with Ski Profit. Hit the sports books, we got money to stack. Can't forget them college picks with that boy Conor Mack.